Yo. Yo, 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 yo. What up, guys? New rewards today, huh? Iskra or something like that. Don't forget to do that, guys. Okay, play. Starting now. So we got the M13 today, huh? Oh, it's a Holger. Was there not an M13 somewhere? Oh yeah, okay. We had M13, Kilo, and Holger, and CBR, okay. So 90 minutes again today. Let's go. Okay, give me a second, guys. Gonna grab some coffee. 4 minutes. Give me 1 minute. Gonna grab some coffee, guys. Restart your game, bro. Restart your game. Okay, guys. Hello. Welcome to the stream. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go before the finals. Is the grand finals, but we're gonna have... What am I hearing? Okay, that was like the sound from YouTube and the sound from the game. Okay, 2 minutes to go, and we're gonna have like crazy action today. I don't know if you guys watched yesterday the Tribe rematch versus Wolves. Bro, the games were so close. So Tribe won. I don't know if you saw. Do I still have the bracket? Yeah, okay. So basically what happened is we're here now. Today we're gonna have the bottom final. No, that's not true. We're gonna have the top final, the two undefeated from yesterday, Luminosity Gaming, and I don't even remember the other one. The loser will go in the bottom, play versus Tribe. The winner will go to the final. So we're gonna have 3 matchups today: the top final, the bottom final, and the grand final. It's gonna be nuts. So yeah, like Tribe, I think they're so strong. I don't know about the top 2 teams versus Tribe, but I thought maybe the winner of the bottom was gonna win the whole thing. But I think what I said yesterday also is like the grand finals, the team coming from the bottom, I think they have to win twice, but I don't know in this tournament. But usually in a double elimination, the team from the top didn't lose. So if the team from the bottom wins, that's the first loss for the team from the top. So I don't know what they do. That was a lot of stuff happening. So anyways, this, and second thing I want to say is, if you guys just joined, don't forget to watch in-game. Even if you watch on YouTube and you watch my stream, don't forget to open your cell or a tablet on the side, because you need to watch 90 minutes today to earn the Iskra skin. There's also a Holger, but I think everyone just here for the soldier skin. It's an epic operator. So we already got 5 minutes plus. That's what I'm gonna do. Gonna leave the iPad open and we're gonna watch on YouTube. So right now, broadcast about to start. I got a coffee. I got some Cheese Whiz toasts. How are you guys doing? Hey, say yes or no in the chat. Did you watch the... Like, that was pretty late yesterday. I think 8 or 9 p.m. Did you watch the Tribe versus Wolves rematch? It was heartbreaking for the poor guys. I mean, they played well. They won the first map. They got a 4-2 lead in Surge, and then everything just went to shizzle. Tribe turned around, won the Surge, won the Control. Control, they had the advantage. Defense, attack, defense, attack, defense. That's the thing with Control. The team who starts on defense, they have the edge because they're gonna defend 3 times. And it's pretty obvious defense has the edge. So this is pretty messed up, man. I mean, for a championship and for competitive, I don't know about you guys. I feel Control should not be there, because it's unfair. Yes, some teams can win the defense or the attack sometimes, but on average, if you play hundreds and hundreds of games, one of the team has the advantage. Oh, Cornbot, yeah. So that's a bit stuff. Give me a second. Just want to make sure everything's fine. We're about to start anyways.
We started our 2022 season with players from around the world forming teams in hopes of being the best. And now, after 4 stages of regional action and 2 grueling days of international competition, we have our top 3 teams. First up, representing the Latin America region, it is Inco Gaming.
These guys are having a great tournament right now, huh?
Next, trying to make their dreams become reality, Luminosity.
They don't even say where they're from. Is it America?
The world's best, trying to do it one more time, Tribe Gaming.
Let's go.
Only one can be crowned king. Who will it be? Let's find out. The Call of Duty Mobile 2022 World Championship starts right now.
Oh yeah, also one more thing I want to say is the team from the top, if they win, they're gonna have a long break because the teams from the bottom have to play. Is it an advantage to have a break and the other dudes play and then they have to play you? Because yesterday, that's what happened. Wolves had non-stop gaming for 12 hours and Tribe was chilling up there and waiting. You guys say no? It doesn't matter? Is this the loser bracket? No, loser bracket was played yesterday. The winner of the losers bracket is Tribe. But like I said, it's not over. Because on top you got Inco and Luminosity. The loser will play Tribe and the winner will play the winner. So it's got 3 matchups. But they cannot play the bottom bracket because we don't know who's gonna be there versus Tribe. So first of all, they're gonna play the top bracket first.
To the convention center here at Raleigh. I'm joined by Beef Mommy and Bobby. Y'all, it has been a long time coming to get our LAN event to crown the best in the world, but now we're on the precipice of doing so.
Every single one of these teams has earned the spot that they're in. Whether you look at the undefeateds and Luminosity and Inco, they've dominated all the way through. You look at Tribe Gaming, yeah, they got knocked down to the lower bracket, but they have absolutely steamrolled their way back into the top 3. Neither one of these teams, none of these teams have played against each other so far in the competition.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We really don't have anything to go off of coming into this one.
It's really interesting to see how there's 2 NA teams. And it's really great
Luminosity
how this particular region just showed everyone how dominant they are, but this one team just shut everyone down. It's just incredible how Inco just shut everyone up when it comes to doubts, when it comes to their mind, and now it looks like they're in for the run and in for the trophy.
Well, let's take a look at the journey they took by taking a peek at the championship bracket brought to you by Republic of Gamers.
Bracket, guys.
And it started off with the big surprise in quarterfinals number 3.
So see at the bottom, there's only Tribe remaining.
A nail biter to the
so
Chinese
the top teams,
#1 seed.
One will lose, will go at the bottom.
And that really set the stage
Imagine.
for everything else.
Imagine you lose, then you have to play Tribe.
A little bit of a pickle as they are part of the elimination bracket, but it was a beautiful run nonetheless. We're starting things off with their game in Stamina Esports 3-0, Omega 3-0, and Wolves looking like the redemption match that needed to happen for Tribe, and it looks like they dominated, especially in that key game in that search and destroy way. They had such an amazing comeback there in standoff.
The big task for both Luminosity
is not
and
even
Tribe
playing,
Gaming
so it doesn't
is
matter.
going to be trying to figure out how to shut down Lucasen. This guy was the #1 KD in the entire competition by about 0.5, a 1.96 coming into today. He has shredded the competition.
I have something I want to say also.
He's going to be a big problem.
Well,
Bobby tweeted last night the remaining 3 teams, they play all year long in the Trovo Mayhem League. So they probably know each other pretty good, I think. But he says it's funny, like these guys, they play in the Trovo League and they're the top 3 teams in the world.
Because they couldn't bounce back.
So is it an advantage to play? Because if they're in Europe and Garena and China, they don't have the same competitive scene, even though they have other comp. So maybe there's a higher level of play in America because maybe the game is more popular, so there's more players. Because like in other regions, maybe other games are pretty popular, so the quality and the talent is split. And in America, all the good players, they all play CODM, so I don't know, man, for real. Like, how do you explain?
That could actually probably be Jez.
What was Vay doing? It's called the Snake.
Phenomenal.
It's a popular dance move.
But looking at the stat sheets, there's no one really top dog throughout the day. I think Jez had some struggle games, especially in that elimination matchup up against Wolves, and it wasn't really until the second time around that he really got going. You look at Tectonic, actually the top KD for the playoffs so far for that roster. And across the board, really consistent. I think that's the one thing about Tribe that you can always count on. They are all going to show up, play their role, and they're going to need to do that today if they're going to have a shot at whoever they're going to be facing today.
I'm going to tell you.
I wanted to take a quick second to shout out Wolves, their opponents.
You want me to tell you what weapons you're going to see today? You're curious? Okay, let me tell you. You're going to see some CBR. A lot. You're going to see some Craig.
If you missed some of those matches, go back and watch it.
Wait.
But Tribe now, they are stronger
Kilo.
because they battled through, and now
You're going to see some snipers.
To being crowned the best team in the world.
Definitely.
Now, next up,
there was a couple SMGs being used though. A few guys was using the Bison. And there was another AR. Like, okay, Craig and Kilo. You're going to see some Holger. You're gonna see, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see some snipes. One guy was using the Lucas, some guys was using DLQ. and a few guys on the first day were using the other sniper that I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, SKS. Oh, Switchblade. Yeah, right tech also. So yeah, I've seen at least 3 snipers and the SKS. Why people? I haven't seen much right tech yesterday though. Right, guys? Right tech was being used a lot on the first day, but yesterday it was more the LQ.
To go up against their former team, it should definitely be a big opportunity for those two, especially.
And the guys using Rytech, they were using tag scope.
I think going what 7, 8, 9 in a row on standoff. And
Renetti. Well, we've seen a bunch of different pistols. The 50 GS and the MW11. I was hyped.
This Luminosity
It's my favorite pistol.
So fantastic to see them come online at the right time. Constantly, again, stage 4, so close. They were so close.
Not bad.
Tribe, but
yeah, I've seen prize fighters also, and mostly the 50 GS. But I've seen some, at least one guy, maybe 2 with the MW. And I didn't notice the.
Whoever's gonna be going in there, it's gonna happen. Sure, I'm kind of
a kilo better than EM2, but I don't think they have the EM2 in the tournament, because I think they play another version of the game.
But let's see if one more team coming from LATAM can go and make a difference.
That's right, that team, Inco Stalwart, so dominant, 12-1 map score so far throughout the tournament, just untouchable by all squads.
Yeah,
they only have 2 prizes today. No, you keep watching, bro.
I think that, like we said, is the big question.
Either the new weapons are banned or they don't have it.
I think the map picks are going to
probably they're banned then.
Crucial because the impact that he's had.
Was the prize money $1.7 million?
Really make him struggle a little bit, make him more uncomfortable, and try to put.
What if Ferg was in the team?
Forget about the fact that his teammate Dad also in the top 5.
I don't know, man.
3 members from Inco are actually going to be in the top 10.
If he jump in the team right now, it would be they would probably have a problem and lose because he didn't practice with them. So he wouldn't. I think it would be a problem because they've been playing together every day for over a year, and now you replace that one of them and you put Ferg. He won't know where to go. It's too much of an adjustment. They would struggle with the comms and stuff, and they would probably get beat because they almost lost versus Wolves. So everyone makes a difference. You cannot just put someone in there and still win, you know. It takes years, or maybe not years, but hours and hours and hours of playing and practicing together. Ferg is a really good player, but you cannot just put random good players together and beat these teams. It's not how it works. It's much more than that. No, Wolves are out, man. They lost yesterday versus Tribe.
A great player, not even close.
It's not, and that's the main thing. I was trying to talk to some of the teams, like, what are you guys gonna do? I was talking to Tribe, I was talking to Luminosity. What are you guys gonna do to take down Lucasit? Now they weren't willing to share those strategies because they don't want that out in the public sphere.
Still the top KD in the world.
The biggest issue for any of these teams to go up against. The one thing that I will say, Inco haven't had to go against any of the teams that finished top 4 so far in this competition outside of when they played Wolves back in the group stages. So they haven't been truly tested so far. This Luminosity matchup definitely going to be their biggest yet.
See, I actually thought
he's got
1.96 go and make a difference.
AD.
Inco haven't had to go against any of the teams that
it's not even close to the second and third. Like, yeah, all these guys 1.4, 1.3, but this guy 1.9.
They haven't been truly tested.
That's
the
nuts,
weaknesses
dude.
of their team and just really make it shine.
Well, we've got ourselves our first matchup of the day.
So yeah, people don't understand that. They see some YouTuber doing some crazy stuff. They think, like, where he's not in the tournament because it's not because they're good players. It's because they're good players and also play together for a long time. Because when you play on a map, everyone needs to know where to go. And when someone dies, how they rotate. And they have set plays that they practice. They have strategies. They mix it up. You cannot just join it and play like that.
prize pool has been
like, you would get some kills, but you would not win.
For all of these players. And for you at home, you have the opportunity to win some super cool in-game swag.
Shout out from Spain. What's up?
In the client. If you're able to go ahead and
Will Wolves still get paid? Yeah, they got 4th place, so
you'll get free rewards just by watching. The longer
I think the top 8 got money, or they all got money. I don't know.
Man, if you haven't gotten it, you had 3 days to get this.
But yeah, Wolves will get some
yet because we're
prize.
so busy here on the desk. But I'm gonna be making sure I'm gonna set my alarm or tell Bobby to remind me to get these in-game viewership rewards. We have a ton of them, and plus, this is my favorite color scheme so far.
No question about it. Absolutely beautiful. Like we said, it is going to be just me getting absolutely chased around by Iskras all day long for stream.
Sounds horrible.
From all the stage 5 casting. So,
okay, you know what cheese whiz is? It's a cheese spread. It's like, you know the Kraft orange cheese slice that you put in your cheeseburgers. Imagine that on a toast. But it's like it's a spread instead of a slice.
I've got to lean toward Inco right now.
He's in a can, got it, yeah.
Most dominant. I know that teams are going to be drawing up game plans for Lucasen.
Yeah, just like butter, I guess. Just like strawberry jam or whatever you put on your toast, but it's cheese.
Man, this is hard. I'm always a big fan of a lower bracket run, so I might have to go with Tribe because they had so much resilience going through the lower bracket, and now they are in a little bit of a pickle.
By the way, anybody knows in the chat if the team from the bottom has to win twice at the end?
Luminosity meets them down there.
That's gonna be
Luminosity
sad.
might win it, but if it's gonna be Inco, I think they might actually win Inco and possibly have an NA championship.
All right, well, let's get this day underway with our winner bracket finals. And to do that, let's send it on over to our casters.
Also,
Chip
pray
and
for
Prop.
no disconnects today.
How about it? From potential Cinderellas to maybe championship favorites. The Inco Gaming Squad is looking
pretty
untouchable
yes.
at the moment. But the same
You
can
need
be
to
said
win
about
twice.
Luminosity. They've had really clean runs throughout just their groups, but also here so far in the upper bracket. Maybe the only blemish comes down to what we get out of control from those guys.
You're absolutely right to talk about control when it comes down to Luminosity. Is the only game mode out of the 3 that they have truly struggled with.
Yeah.
But hey, if you can end up closing things out with just, you know, map 1, 2, and 4, then control might not matter all too much. As you take a look, just the overall, the map losses really not too bad at all, tied as far as wins are concerned. In the respawn,
he just said control wouldn't matter if you win the other maps because control is
That's definitely the case. I mean, when you throw somebody up there, it's nearly a 2.0. Yeah.
Oh, Seabass, we had a lot of snow.
But yeah, you saw the kind of the map win losses right there.
Where are you at, Seabass?
Really harp on here is Luminosity. Out of those 3 losses, 2 of them came to control. So we'll kind of throw it out in the air. Summit would be map number 3, control. Haven't seen much of that this weekend, so we'll keep kind of
control on Summit.
We look over the first 2 maps: standoff, hardpoint, raid, search,
damn,
and
bro.
destroy. Where's your headspace at, proper?
Man, this is awesome.
Right now,
Search on raid is awesome.
Is quite literally just around that raid, search, and destroy. The only reason being is because the vetoes kind of go against what Inco are mostly comfortable on. The Hacienda taken away. Take off hardpoint, not even in question whatsoever. So the raid, search, and destroy, I think is going to be quite telling where these 2 teams stand up against each other. Got to get one.
All right, this is it.
Hardpoint first.
We have yet to see
standoff hardpoint.
Team play on standoff hardpoint, but you expect to still continually have not just sniper rifles maybe in play, but a hefty amount of SKSs as we start to rotate towards those more open hardpoints. But how about LG? Blur getting involved with some long range ability, and it's going to be 3 straight eliminations for Washi as well. Luminosity off to a hot start.
There he goes. SKS trendsetter in the mix. Finds 3 in a row because, of course, he did. He won about halfway through its tenure here on the opening set. And I mean, all said is that Inco are still in a superior position. Yeah, they're getting traded out, but so long as you can dictate the pace of the middle of the map, you're going to set yourself up wonderfully for the rotation.
Early streaks as well for Washi. Hunter Killer Drone already spent.
Type in the chat who you got.
Break attempt coming from Inco Gaming. Numbers
gonna win this
prevail as they
matchup?
look to get onto the hardpoint. Contest on the way forward, and yep, that will work out nicely. Blur is going to be the player to really keep an eye out for LG when it comes to trying to lock down this SKS, and he's clean with it so
There's
far.
a
A couple of great
SKS?
eliminations as he finds his fifth
There's a
before
CBR?
dropping.
Yes, I mean, hey.
You wanted
Bobby
to know
ended
what
up talking
guns you
about it
see?
as well, is that you have to have a strategy of some kind to deal with the long-range poke and prod effect that is the SKS. Kill feed starting to erupt in blue, but the push that's coming through on the backside of Brown is actually quite influential. It's setting up a pinch to come through out of Bakery.
I don't think Inco expected that there was going to be hit from the south side of the map. Now the spawns will give them that information, but it's just too late. Solo, 3 in a row. LG on the break, up to 40 points. Inco looking to try to contest this as soon as humanly possible from mostly the gas station side. There is one long flank out of Noel, but he drops, so now the whole hit from Inco has to come from the front, and the kills are at least decent enough to neutralize the time.
Yeah, big kills actually coming through out of the gas station. You lose those gunfights, you could potentially be in a spawn trap for the next 2 respawns. So working your way back in for 30 seconds could be very, very good. You see it right there on your screen yet again. Lucasen, 1.96, mostly just with the SKS, has been an absolute trendsetter, already up to 11 kills.
And the thing that we really have to keep our eye on with these setups, Inco, once they get the rotation in their favor, is where do they throw their double SKSs at times. Lucasen likely to lock down one lane. You expect Dan to kind of swap back and forth, maybe pulling out a second SKS if necessary to lock down the opposite. For LG though, already hit that corner, easy kill on the dad, and that will mean that as the old time will expire, it's pretty much all Luminosity set up for P2.
Yeah, Luminosity still having those close spawns. You have one player that's actually watching the long run, but solo band here over in the courtyard, able to lock down 2. Knows that number 3 is just outside. Washi will be there for the elimination, and it is just coming up all wonderfully for LG at the beginning here at 3.
I think everyone who played up against LG in this map from yesterday is saying, let's not make sure Band goes on that huge 9 spree onto this hard point. He was floating, flying, stinging all over the place. 70-42 the current tally. Inco looking for a break attempt, but LG quick on the read. Noel on the interior, has to pretty much do it all himself, and nearly does, but the claw comes out for Washi. Only finds 1 elimination. LG still with numbers to try to get back in, and so it will be. The switchblade from Band, another double.
Here, fire out, Band locking things down here for the scrap time. Gonna find themselves 4 in a row, and that should be the last bit of scrap time here secured. Here on P3, it was about a pretty successful 40 to about 3 comparatively to where Inco are located at, going all the way through the rotation. You still have one more player to worry about. That's going to be Washi. Big trade to come all the way through, but space provided for LG to threaten this early.
And trends really have been LG better on the initial 20 seconds so far, whether that's from the rotational wins for their gunfights or mostly locking and holding down to their initial setup. Same thing here. The full break, right as soon as the hard point opens up, comes from LG. Reinforcements on the way, and you can see the read. They know for a fact that Inco is going to be hitting from the left-hand side. Missile called in. Purifier also with a mix. Kills favor that of Luminosity, but Inco still have a chance to contest from the front.
There's still a very defining reason why Luminosity are the #1 hardpoint team with a plus 118
that's 37 points if they can keep
through Worlds so far, but Inco need to showcase why they are #2. Breaking back in with the Holger in hand is Crozen, just trying to meet them at the gates here at 4.
Yeah, both teams largely have not been contested in their hardpoints until likely now they meet each other. Inco with a substantial break off of their second attempt. Now looking to lock in every bit of this scrap time. 13 seconds to fight for it. LG are still trying to put a little bit of pressure on towards this. And to be fair, this could be mostly in an effort to make sure there's not a safe exit for Inco. But spawn for #5 in blue is Crozen. He's going to have a chance of trying to win out Hotel while Lucasen is going to go to a very bold claw call, and it works out. Double comes through, spams down the hard point, but it's going to be Inco who have the ability to jump in the hill first.
Still able to find that space, because like you were talking about Luminosity at the end of the first set, we're trying to set themselves up for an abundance of exits as Lucasen doing Lucasen things, even swaps to the pocket as
the dude's a monster,
able to find
man.
3 in a row. Just the guy cannot be stopped, but there needs to be more follow-up on it. Able to get yourself set up here inside P1, slowly closing in on the lead that Luminosity have.
Now it's on to Noel Dad. Can they work their way back in towards the SMGs and try to lock this down? Rafa also in the mix, but only for a short time. LG, 3 quick eliminations.
Yes, right I never really use it. Now I realize
down the back door towards Hotel, and it's LG dominating the kill feed and a chance to continue to grow a cushion here on their score.
20 seconds remaining here.
Yellow is back in the hard point though.
Sword coming through for Luminosity.
Close, but
basically calling for players like Solo to continuously find the zoning effects. Has one player inside of Bakery. We'll be able to get some help there from Blur. Now you need to start pushing all the way forward, especially when Inco spawning out.
It's going to be a bit of a 50-50 battle over towards New. Rafa able to slide in.
Hey, from India, Bunny, what's up?
But it really is on to Rafa. What can he do as an individual without any sort of help? here as soon as the hard point opens up. LG members all over the place. Noel quickly to come back in. Tagged up, but can provide a little bit of assistance, but no. It's LG with the quick eliminations, and as the hard point opens, it's LG securing more time.
And look at the split spawns that are actually coming through from Inco. You have 2 players that spawn up over by the gas station. The other ones are spawning over in the courtyard outside the bakery. But no one was reading where Ban was located at outside of L. So much damage was able to be found because Inco were just one-dimensionally trying to sprint into the hard point and try to help things out. This is such a substantial setup that LG have.
Well, that was a monster point.
Here for LG. They're trying to put this game a bit out of reach.
That's
Inco looking
dirty,
to contest.
man.
Oh, and it's a long-range shot from Washi. 3 from the backside of gas station, making sure no one else can contest from the south side of the map.
That was dirty.
And Inco a bit paused up here all of a sudden.
Gas station play.
Looking to play for rotation. This is critical time that they're missing out on. They would essentially now have to counter with a full 60 of their own.
Yep, you would need a full 60 here at Grandma's, and the setup isn't exactly strong when you already have
now
players that are moving their way
man.
over by Grandma's tank. You have Predator missiles being caught in by Blur, Envy finds 2. And now you're spawning out if you're Inco, not the setup that you want ahead of 3.
Rafa, last one left.
But you leave early, but you get wrecked, and then
again,
you don't even
on
control.
rotation. Holding the spawns, holding the
all
early time of the hard
LG,
point, and they will break past the 200-point threshold. Operators out for solo. It will expire, only finding a couple of eliminations, but that will still be fine. One more deep. He gets caught using the weapons as the charge runs out, but again, the streaks now start to fly on forward. Hunter Killer Drones, Pret missiles, doesn't seem to make a difference what it is, just throw it at them, and Inco are completely stuffed without even getting in until maybe Dad here. Okay, hold on. Double with the Purifier. Contesting the time, waiting for the regen. It's going to be 3 as Dad will clear the point out for Inco.
Got the Dad cap on, and everything. Purifier needs to continuously lock things down here. 25 seconds, but you look at just the overall score. This is where we start having the conversation for leaders advantage. It's 219 to 111. Now Luminosity, they don't have to break here. They can just set up for new, and that's exactly what they're doing to try to close it out the upcoming hill.
No operators for them though to try to hold on to this setup. On the opposite side, you look towards players like Crozet. 24 eliminations, a chance to possibly be the catalyst for the break with an operator ready for go for him. Now the play. Hard point expires over at Grandma's. Now we head over towards Bakery. Dad through the warehouse, looking good. This will set up a bit of a route. Looking to play for spawns, but Envy denies. And Luminosity, a really solid read on where this Inco hit is coming from as they get to 225.
Able to clear away the bottom left side of the map, but you need to break this sooner rather than the later. Blur able to get themselves a Purifier, just holding the stairs.
Good read on the first player up top.
They're very strong,
from the high ground. Now it's just down to flight from the front. This is dangerous, but the shutdown comes through. The claw from Crozet, that'll allow them entry. LG still trying to fight back. Envy for the first, holding down the trigger, but can't secure the second. And Inco have an extra life for band. On the entry, finds an easy cleanup. A good double kill from him and Blur, and that may be the winning moment here in map number 1. Inco, yeah, they got 32 from Lucas in, but it is not nearly enough as LG dominate.
Dude, they really dominated, like you said. That's it. That was close. And then they just took off and they controlled the second half of the game. Man, they had the hard point. They had the 1v1s. They were winning their gunfights, man. G-Man. Game over.
Inco was throwing at them. It was just an all-star affair that really felt like at the end of P2 in the first set of hard points.
Good first map. Is it gonna be search on?
I mean, you got 32 out of Lucas in.
Raid, search on raid now.
How NA was going to deal with the SKS.
Yeah, they had everything. SKS rules. You need to hit your shots. So that's what Seabass says. Now everyone's gonna be running around with SKS, but not everyone's gonna be good with it.
But the big difference at the top of that leaderboard, how about the hard point time that Blur is able to
Are you watching on your phone?
throughout that map?
And it's legitimately.
Are you home?
Right? Although Lucasin was able to find themselves 32 eliminations, they were never the ones that were set up inside the hard point, trying to find themselves angles of opportunity.
By the way, guys, if you didn't know,
teammates who then get inside the hard point, but once Inco got in, they couldn't stay alive.
you can watch the game inside the game. So just gonna show you again how to get your rewards. You should have a yellow button on top next to your credits. Click here and watch the game here. If you watch the championship inside the Call of Duty Mobile app, you can earn rewards. And today is the Iskra Epic Soldier. So don't miss that one, guys. You gotta watch 90 minutes today.
there was not much follow-up this time through for Inco on this map mode combo.
No, there really wasn't. It was a war on two different fronts, right? You were finding so much of that long-range pressure, and we talked about this a lot yesterday between all of us, analysts and casters included, is that this is what Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't know. When the tournament or when the championship's over, I think the icon disappears or something.
It was just that much more exceptional coming.
Hey, good start, huh?
Yeah, that's definitely something we've got to keep in mind if we get to a map 4, which I think we assume we will probably see at least one map go the way of Inco. Not that that's guaranteed, though. Nothing is guaranteed. We've learned very rapidly here at World Championships. But I will say, now looking at a raid search and destroy, and knowing how Luminosity like to play their search and destroy, Inco will have to have good presence from their subs, and you need it now because they will for sure need it when we get to the
other question is,
it's just really tough to gauge.
Who's got the edge on control and who starts on defense, and how they decide that?
Luminosity only having that one loss, but the differential is still respectable. Inco, on the other hand, just absolutely letting everybody have it, undefeated in search and destroy through the entirety of the tournament.
And you know what's so tough is when you lose this match, you have to go and play Tribe.
Execute that can come over by basketball court. The double SKS setup can really shut that down.
100%. And then on top of that, just to kind of set up a bit of marination.
Like, nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants to lose and go lose again versus Tribe.
Although we do assume, based on the records and the results over the course of the last couple of days, that Inco will hold an advantage in the control compared to their counterparts on the other side of the stage of Luminosity. But
true, Sebas.
This is an interesting setup for the search and destroy, because you never want to be in a position.
But they want people to watch every day. That's the thing also. When they planned this, I don't know if they knew that they were gonna compete against the FIFA finals. Imagine you make a big event, but like half the planet is watching the ball game.
And you cannot have that absent when we eventually get to that control, as we had just previously mentioned. So we jump on into it. Inco will start on the attack. Trophies very aggressively looking to get in towards mid-map, and this will be allotted towards them. Wash is the only one to contest, has a scope out, and Noel will get first blood. That's actually kitchen control as well for the side of Inco.
This is actually something that we saw Inco take as far as an adaptation is concerned in their search and destroys late last night.
That's a cool map for
search.
Were
just bringing out more submachine guns and just really just denying so much space.
Lots of ways to
play
it, right?
Early in these rounds.
Number 4 in Blur, the only defender at A, but he's going to be getting help
should
from
offer
Band on a
COD
long route already through bedroom. And
Pick Soldier skin is good enough for free to play to at least want the skin.
From inside the site, completely stuck, comes away with 2. And that likely wins the round for LG, just down to Crozen.
I love that coming out of Blur. SKS in hand and all. Last player alive inside of money won't be able to stay alive.
First round goes to LG.
And,
they look so relaxed also.
Here, especially for Luminosity, again, such a small sample pool because they've
like the guys leave back in his chair. He's not. It doesn't look like he's in a lot of stress.
Stamina. Yeah. And they looked very, very convincing on that, understanding their timings and all, as you got to see Band on that previous.
It would be cool if they choose other maps
coming through here today.
Well,
2 defenders.
The players choose, by the way.
Blur this time. Once again,
they have maps. They ban some maps. They choose some maps.
The first on the solo. Slide cancel on in, and Blur cannot hold against the 3 members of Inco that get on. Quick plant also on the way.
Gonna have to retake this on 3 different fronts, but open
Okay.
staircase is being looked at from
plant.
Crozen. You still have Washi to deal with, but if you're Envy, you have to wait for this push coming down spiral staircase for some help.
Envy finds one to the backside. If he can get the second, maybe there is a chance to come back through, but now it's just down to Washi. This would be a 1v4, finds the first rather rapidly, but the second one comes from behind, and Noel,
there's a round.
Color surprised. I thought for sure that Inco was going to try to feel things out. I mean, the double SKS.
Am I the only one who put a pill under my elbow? No.
Let's feel out this defense, maybe get a pick and then capitalize, but that's not the case at all. This is all gas pedal early on.
It kind of feels just shades of some of their matches that
we
ended up seeing
screen
yesterday, doesn't it? Where they
what do you
start off with snipers, SKSs, and then they adapted for more SMGs. It seems very early on that Inco want to take the aggression early and try to.
No, I can't. This is from COD Mobile. They sent me this. They want me to use it.
Well, G, we'll get a little bit of map control early, but again, this is what we were expecting. Luke is in, scouting things out, swap into the sniper rifle this round to work with Crows.
The only thing is hiding is the players.
And careful, Solo is actually pushed up in towards mid.
If I move somewhere else, it's gonna hide some valuable information. Like the guns they use, or the players alive, or the minimap. So
they've kind of got Inco trapped
it's
down
not me. I
the pool.
didn't make the overlay. Because look, if I move my cam,
Luminosity,
I'm gonna show you what it
one
does.
number
Okay?
advantage. This is the right call. You know, you just send at least solo, maybe to try to go take
It's
a look
gonna
at kitchen,
still,
maybe take
like,
a
the
peek at
overlay
Gander
is
over by
still
the
gonna
A-bomb,
be
but
here, you know?
You have B unlocked.
Like,
You
it's not
100%
gonna
play
change
for the retake
that.
here.
That is not me, it's them. So I have to put my cam here.
Rafa with the bomb would be the one that would have to kind of tell his teammates, yeah, we're ready to go. Which, by the way, it is double sniper SKS. So
I'm pretty sure if you watch
any of these
Jokestar, he's
sites
got
would
the
be a hard
exact
task.
same setup.
They will stack together, like you mentioned. LG going to give up this A site in order to likely just play for full retake with mid control, laundry control.
Yeah, they made the overlays for the cool streams. It's a sponsored stream. This
Let's
stream.
get ourselves in a better position to try to contest this bomb plant. Here comes Rafa forward. Trophy system goes down. LG stacked up towards the staircase. First sniper shot misses. Envy gets the opener. Envy gets the follow-up. Just down to Crozin. 1v4. He's stuck
That's
inside
weird.
Tiki with a lack of ingredients. And how about the left fist from Band? He's been all smiles all weekend, so why not try to throw something out early?
Sitting there having a little bit of a chuckle in that 1v multiple situation. Might as well slide into Tiki.
I was playing the sofa.
Let the Dukes out,
I
man.
do
That
when I
was
watch TV.
fantastic stuff.
I
Coming
play
through
on my
Luminosity
phone
again.
when I used to grind
I would say.
Clan Wars
They
a
found
lot.
those 2 picks. They gave up the space and they play for the retake.
I lay on
Execute
my
one play.
back
Strong left
and I
hand.
play like that.
If you think about it. And it's a weighted
Shots from an
boxing glove, too.
SKS or one left hook?
Mike Tyson would have words.
And yeah, I put
For sure.
a pillow under my
Again, forward mid
Not
back
my
control
elbow,
for LG
but-
this time. It's a double stack
Yeah,
though.
my
Very
elbow.
different look for them defensively with Band working alongside Washi to try to control pillars.
That's my morning.
The other defender
Was
towards B
pretty
is
short,
Envy,
man.
up towards Laundry, now playing towards the backside of ring. So this is a very far forward advanced setup towards B, whereas
Woke
the
up at
defenders that are more
7:30.
playing response and react.
Fed the dogs, went outside, took a
You're
shower,
starting
started
to
the
see
stream.
some of those transitions actually coming through from the weapons itself, from Inco. Again, a little bit more SMG eccentric. Will be traded out 1 for 1
That's
we
so
go.
good.
But Washi gonna be able to find yet another pick again, and they know that they have them trapped, but somehow, some way, the bomb still gets pushed up by Rafa.
Solo with the
2v3.
shotgun.
That was a big kill, huh? Wait, what? Hello? You guys still here? Type in the chat. Yes, 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 no. Is my internet gone? In game 2? Okay, in game 2. Okay, yeah, so look.
Or driveway.
Okay, they're
So,
back.
3-1, the lead goes. Washi for first blood.
This
Yeah, in the game also.
LG team's coming a little bit different. Washi is just not missing.
Same, it's frozen.
Lucas in a mere consolation prize on the shot towards Blur, and it's barely even that. Dad, the last one left. He's being hunted down, and you can
1v3.
feel MG.
Hey man,
And
LG is taking this
what you want,
again.
they're just gonna
5-1.
Run it down mid.
4-1.
I mean, why not? Hey, you and I casted a lot of search and destroys. You know, sometimes one of the best strategies in search and destroy when you
Yeah,
know that
in-game
you're
is
just
back
better than
now.
the opponent is just to gun them. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that it's a discrete skill difference, but as far as teamwork is concerned, LG are definitely showing better.
And the thing is, when you start to find success,
I
while
was
just
scared for a
running
second
at your
because we had a
opponent,
snowstorm.
it completely
I don't want my
foils any
internet
kind of a
to-
game
to-
plan that
to
you may
crash.
have had, because you have to start to hold off, respond to any forward pushes, and then set and execute play. That all
Pink
told,
spike.
though, bomb is going to be
For
very
them.
rapidly planted here at A. LG quick to try to contest. Dad, money window. It's a tough gunfight versus Band. Just jumping, peeking, seeing if you can keep him at bay. Solo the first one to drop in the engagement. Onus towards LG to try to find a response. They get one from the front. Band, naded, will be pushed off just a moment, but LG still clearance through the double stairs. All this post plant is set up deep towards bedroom, hoping that Crozen's got an angle at the bomb. LG, 18 seconds to go. Have to make a move.
much
You have
sweat.
to hit a snipe.
It's
Lucas
too
in
powerful
close.
for
Band
YouTube.
able to track down almost one. Blur, last one left.
Yeah, sniper
2 players
versus
tight, and
SKS.
Not enough time, you would think, to get the kill, nor hop on for a defuse, and that will indeed be the case. Well, the 2-4 half.
1 sniper, 1 SKS, 3 SMGs. I want to see more of this out of Inco, honestly. It is being able to call the bluff of LG, who all went in for that
Inco
ring
need
control.
doing the search for real.
And Inco was just like, hey, we can get aggressive too. Just immediately bull rush over towards A, get the free plant, and then the post plant was just absolutely sublime, keeping this within 2.
It's another moment, though, at the halfway point where you look up towards the scoreboard and you say, who's going to help out Lucasen? 7 eliminations, LG. Under the cover of smoke, looking to make a play towards A, but this is all a bit of a fake. No full commitment to get to the bomb on at the moment. Washi with control of Tiki. Band
Inco
trying to
from,
zone off the money window, but
Is it?
As he gets tagged, then he'll back
Is
off
it
and just play
Mexico?
this from basketball as the bomb is flying.
Push up that if you're banned. No. Good
This
call.
is
You got players inside Tiki.
Latin America, but I don't know if it's Mexico or Brazil. I don't remember.
That the flank stays secured.
Maybe neither. I don't
Players
remember.
playing deep in towards bedroom.
Is it
watching
Mexico?
Tiki with the scope. Numbers for Inco. Crozen checking, playing lifeguard over the pool. And LG have not given up anything. Good
But
trade
it's
comes
Latin
through. Inco
America.
now in towards the site. But how do you clear out these players that are in and around Tiki? That's the bigger question here. Blur playing down by the beach shares. Flank got a ban, communicated for Lucas, and Rafa's also moved forward. He's cleared out Tiki. This is looking good for the retake, but now you got a hop. Blurs, they got the
2v1?
position. The snipe has to hit, and it does. Is there time, though, for the defuse? I do not believe so.
No way,
it's gonna
dude.
be close. No, not going to happen.
That's sad.
And LG go to 5.
That retake was
Imagine
so
you
quick,
clutched
and it was
that, yeah,
executed
just
so
2
well.
seconds,
Every
like-
single line of sight being looked at and being able to find the eliminations as quick as they did. And it's just extra maybe 2-3 seconds to be able to find those eliminations. Otherwise, everything was looking pretty darn stellar. 5-2. Luminosity nades over the top to basketball court again. Lucasen is under pressure, but Noel
I'm
will find
stressed.
first blood.
That's a big pick because he's pushed up
From
aggressively
Brazil.
alongside a couple other Inco members.
Okay, thank you, Sebastian.
But how about this little alert from Blur? Holding it towards spawn, and it works out for the double. Mid-map, though, Inco still retain numbers. 3v2 with that elimination from Dad.
Mexico is in North America. You're right.
And to be wisely enough waiting.
You're right. Mexico is in North America. Why did they say Latam late?
Some shots are going to be thrown out there, but I mean, Dad, Lucasen, Crozier.
They didn't
they're
say
making the right
Latam,
call
did
here.
they?
You just play inside jungle, inside a kitchen. You play for the retake.
Yeah, LG do not have the weaponry to try to pick apart at long
Oh, so
range.
Brazil,
He will
okay.
Find the spray down players, but it's not an SKS, that's for sure. Dad will let
So
you
they're
know
from
about it.
Brazil.
Even watch the second challenge.
And Brazil is
It works
Latam.
out, collects the Skull of Envy through the woodwork. And Inco still hanging
My
around.
bad.
Really did feel like that Blur's play all the way into the back of garage was going to be the difference
for
maker
real.
right there, especially
Their coach want them to win?
Overall,
I
possession
would
was
want
in the
them
middle
to
of the
win
map
if I
for
was their
Inco,
coach.
but not going to be the case at all. Keeping their heads above water here, keeping it within 2.
No, but I
Still
want, like I said
rushing
every
over
day, I
towards
want
A.
close games.
This
If
team
LG
really
wins
loves it,
the
and it seems
surge,
that Inco are starting to get
we
an
don't
idea
have
of
a
what they could
game. It's
possibly do to counter
over.
it.
Lucas in the
I don't want to
flash
say it's
stun,
over,
post
but
up, Noel laying prone.
have you
Looking
seen
for little bit
a
of help.
team
First shot
come back
misses.
from
That will be enough
2-0
to
in
launch
this
the
tournament?
elimination and the turn back for Band. Collects the double.
Because I don't think I
And
did.
Inco are going to have to play retake
It's almost
in a
impossible.
3v5 with no ground at all to work with. But Crozen may have poked a hole in this post plant with the first blood going his way.
Yeah,
on
right.
Envy.
We say
Clean
Latam, we
out
don't
towards
say
Muddy
South
Window. Rafa
America.
looking to make a play. No, instead he's
I
actually
think
gonna
the
join
way
his
they
teammates. We're gonna
count it
full
is
flood
North
this
America for them
from
is
that back
just
staircase.
US and
Dangerous
Canada, but
prospect.
I don't know.
Band still holding, waiting for
Since they
any
speak
sort of
Spanish,
any sort of
I don't know how they count Latam.
Crozen. Whoa, what a shot that is.
I think
Little side
Latam
through,
is-
Crozen gets more, but now
Oh my
Solo on the
God.
flank. He's going to finish off the double.
This is over, man.
And now map point for Luminosity.
It was almost about to look like what it did a few rounds
I think
ago.
Latam is just
When Inco
Central
were
and
able to
South.
get that retake. They knew exactly where all the positions were located at. The only difference was with this one player inside a
I think
cube.
it was a
but
DLQ. I didn't know.
one thing you can never count
I
out
was
is
reading.
your flank coming back through kitchen. 6-3. More aggression in the middle of the map defensively, and LG have thrown a wrench into the system.
Yeah, Inco have just completely bamboozled LG on this setup.
Dad
LG's
bamboozled.
only gut check call would be to try to force their way over towards B for a quick plant, but there are still nades available for Inco. How about this? Right over the top. Band does clear out some of the play through mid. Nade does not quite
Mega
land,
rush.
so Envy able to stick for the plant. And as we go to a 4v4, there is a steep advantage for LG in this post plant. Set up
But they
in
got
and around
nothing
range.
to lose now. They're
One-dimensional
down
retakes starting to
6-3.
manifest
Like,
itself
what
here
are you
for Inco.
gonna
They're all
do?
essentially on the backside of laundry. Nobody coming through
Trying
mid-map.
something.
Nades over the top, trying to get over towards driveway. Band holding close. Has he been stunned? Someone's got to make a move.
Ooh, the statue.
This is taking a lot of time if you're Inco. Initial trade comes out. They do a lot of clearance. Of course, it's Lucasen to get the double. Only one more to find. It's Blur deep. He's got a nade still, though. This could kill off time,
Nice.
but as he gets finished off, it will not make much of a difference. The
I
defuse
really
will come
want.
through.
I
and
really
again,
want
Inco
Inco
still
to go
fighting their way in.
to OT
Required
and
retake, obviously. Otherwise,
try to
they would
make
have
it
been down
1-1
2,
for real.
and again, that's
It's
not
not
where
that
you
I
want to be
have a
versus this
favorite team. It's
Luminosity
just I
team,
want a
but,
good
hey,
match.
when the retakes are on and they're
If it
coming
goes
through
3-0,
one-dimensional
it
like that, this
sucks.
is where Inco absolutely thrive. Their teamwork, communication, team shots, and everything else included is what is required for them to be able to make that play happen. A little bit of a bait play starting to happen here. You have
Very
Solo
similar.
push up through open staircase.
Oh, and Solo, he's trying to change the route. I think he's hoping that he's going to get some help from his teammates through mid. on the Zig cut, but it does not happen. Envy also drops. Blur up top inside a bedroom. Would have to probably get 2 here. Does well to find the first. Still doable. Lots of time for LG. And you know, if you're Inco, you really can't take too much further of a step towards this offensive spawn, so they'll back down and just play their normal setup with numbers advantage.
Ban might be the player to watch out for, but he's going to have to get through Noel first and throws a shoulder through Zig. Very tough gunfight to find for yourself. Damage is going to be traded off, but the rest of their team is surely on the way through Zig.
You have to hope that Washi hits a shot here. If you're going to cross through mid or head over towards B, Washi has to connect.
They just chill. They have to plan.
Back to a 3v3 when you know for a fact Lucasen and Crozin are going to have some hard scoped angles likely to defend against any of these pushes.
Yeah. Reed immediately rotating all the way to the backside of Laundry, and they have
but Yellow knows that, right?
Band is pushed up towards Laundry window, though. Blur tagged up. Trophy systems go down. And man, he may be able to hit a route right here.
He heard that for
Inco
sure.
Up the top. Oh, Dan, great read. Band still finishes the kill, but Noel cleans things up, attributing the assist to his teammate. And now it's just on to Washi. He's found a kilo to work with. Also has the bomb. He's going to stick for the plant to try to put the clock on his side.
Noel got the sound cue, immediately slides through the staircase. We'll get that elimination. 2 rounds in a row now for Inco, starting to find their footing here on Raid Search and Destroy, and that's coming through with shutting down any aggression
I love that messy
that LG are looking for in the middle of the map. They've shut down the A push successfully. LG, though,
come on, man.
They haven't done it in a few rounds. Here
come
comes
on,
again.
Man. Guys, I want a good match. Let's go.
Noel down, trophy systems, denying utility from both sides. Lucasen stunned up beyond recognition. Noel drops, Lucasen would need to find one here, not going to be able to provide. And Luminosity are going to get the plant. How do you contest it if you're Inco? How about Crozin?
The bomb has been planted.
Gets the numbers more to manageable position since he gets a second to a 3v3. The long flank from Rafa. No one's watching.
He's watching, man.
Rafa makes himself activated. Washi cannot connect with the quick scope. LG trying to force their way up the double stairs, and Crozin will get 4 out of 5.
Let's freaking go.
Sending us to overtime.
It was a 4-2
again. No offense to LG fans.
As gritty as they come.
I'm not cheering for LG or Inco. I just want this game to be a 1-1, and if it would be the other way around, I would cheer for LG.
It's by way of adapting with even
I just don't want it to be a 3-0.
Lucasen to be able to get some help. Crozin delivers. It's up
it
to
is
12.
a great map, Steven. I love this map.
So big from Crozin.
All right, overtime, baby.
Those defensive rounds.
And now, if LG wins, but at least we have overtime.
Over the middle of the map through tree.
It's exciting.
Inco still collect first blood solo drops.
Inco playing
this that wasn't
very,
a good comeback from
6-3. They know they have numbers, and they're still waiting to be able to find some more information. Envy is one shot, no stim right now. And Inco are more than aware of it, but they're not capitalizing on it.
No, not yet. They got the information that they needed. Maybe that's enough to pull the defense. They may be able to think about trying to threaten over towards Tiki, number 5 in blue. Washi over towards money window. Maybe the one to contest this, but now the call from Inco is to try to force this over in towards the B site. Bomb naked gets move in. Rafa waiting for a little bit of assistance, and those shots coming forward may have dissuaded them from actually committing to this. There's still plenty of time if they want to track back over towards A, and Washi, very heads up play, has made that rotation. And look at the proactivity. LG are already calling that Inco are going to want to make a full wrap, but they may have guessed incorrectly.
They haven't seen a soul.
Oh my God.
Or maybe they guessed correctly.
But the timing is not favorable. They all ended up going back to check over towards A, but they were exhausted so much time, 40 seconds remaining on the clock, and Inco might have been able to find the time to get
I don't know.
They have to plan, but
Washi and Blur have the weapons to try to hold off against this.
Ooh.
It's on to number 4. In blue, Blur, SKS, gets a read, sees the player and says, that's enough for me to back away. You have a long flank on the way from Band. You also have Washi contesting.
You got 25 seconds, and they're running around and going back to B.
Back through pillars.
Crossing the middle.
On the rotation, does he catch anybody? No!
Someone got picked.
And the bomb will be planted. Steep advantage for Inco here in the first overtime, but Band at least keeps the number relatively level between our two squads.
Bomb going down for Rafa here at B. Post plant, set up for Laundry.
That's
you also
have
arc control, and Rafa
seconds,
just swinging around rings, trying to see where these players are coming from.
Band is rapidly on the flank. Envy would have to contest through pillars. Noel's waiting for this. Maybe he's heard a footstep. Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, and Rafa's seen him. This play not concealed anymore at all. And Noel gets out of dodge. So good just to kill a little bit of extra time. Confirms that LG are double stacked. Envy up high, Band down low. First one connects for Envy with the SKS. Dad, next one up. Gets not just one, but Noel finishes the second. Advantage to Inco.
Man, was that 4 points in a row now?
Insane scenes coming through for Inco. Again, adapt, overcome.
Can
Really
we do it
utilizing
now?
all of those 2 minutes on the game clock to their utmost advantage. They found that first blood, and then they just held the line.
Yes,
from
Steven, I
Red.
saw that.
They never pushed
Bobby
that much
wins.
further forward. Here come LG again, though, offensively.
How about Inco, though? 3-man stack through water stairs. They're going to catch this LG on rotation. The kills, they're coming rapidly.
Ah,
it's looking
that was
clean
another
from
one in the
Inco.
back.
Last one to grab. It's going to be number 2 in Blur. He's stuck inside a Tiki. The troops are reinforced. And a comeback of the ages in map number 2 for Inco to tie us up at 1.
It was a 4-2 half. That favoring of Luminosity. Inco come all the way back, force the overtime, and it ends in an
What was that
8-6.
round?
They just needed to force the overtime, and
They went full aggro, man.
consecutively.
Cross the middle,
You cannot
sneak
run
in the
this
back,
any
get
better.
shot in the back.
Their
What a
adaptation
mess.
and understanding of what
Wow.
the enemy is
'Cause
doing
now
to
it's
the enemy
controlled,
on
man.
the map, their reads on point.
I can't
With the
believe
clock,
it.
fundamentally, everything just
Like,
so
I'm gonna call it now. The team that starts on defense wins control, okay?
Double SKS, it wasn't
I mean,
working out.
I know it's not always like that, but
Sniper, get some SMG
statistically,
presence on the map, and
if
everything
you
just
start
came
on
off
defense,
so
you
much
win.
better for 'em.
3 members of 13 eliminations for
The
Inco.
odds are in your favor.
Notably, that is all of the long-range players in the search and destroy. But I will say, Noel and Rafa had a couple of very key moments.
I'm gonna go put my,
the quick route that we saw around the back
how
of
you
that
call
LG
that?
play, couple of rounds previous
Dishes
towards the
in
basketball bomb
the
site.
kitchen.
Really shutting down LG, and then how many times did we see them defensively double
Yeah,
themselves
YOLO is the way,
towards
Sebastian.
water stairs and
I
shut
live
down
like
LG
that. You
continuously
gotta
with
live
that
like that.
defensive half. That's again, like you mentioned.
You only have
Patience
one
is
shot.
easy, but that's just great resilience as well from the subs who had a very poor first map.
And it was a great shutdown too, especially offensively. Luminosity were finding way too much value with trying to push over towards the AS&D aggressively. And it was mostly solo coming through the middle of the map through open staircase. So yeah, you have to answer that back with 2 SMGs coming through the middle of the map to be able to shut things down as we watch some of these highlights on the screen.
And initially, you start to think Washi may just take over this entire map. He was finding so many key kills, not just early, but also clutching up from the defensive side on some of these retake moments. I mean, he's getting good information, but this combo of Solo and Envy kind of on the retake with the rifles, and then the sniper rifle long-range gameplay from Blur and Washi looked near unstoppable until we swapped the sides. Because I'm telling you, Washi is hitting different today. Like we saw instances of this Washi yesterday, but if he continues to play like this, teams could be in steep, significant trouble when it comes to relying on long-range gameplay.
Talking about one shot, I was watching all the Rocky movies this week. I watched Rocky 2 yesterday. I finished it, and I watched the whole Rocky 3 last night. And I forgot how epic this movie is. Eye of the Tiger. I forgot about Eye of the Tiger. And Hulk Hogan is in. They do like a charity match, but he's not Hulk Hogan. He's Thunder Lips. And Mr. T, bro. Dude is so mad at everyone. Thunder Lips. This is a great movie, Rocky 3.
You know, we could throw out
And Rip Mickey. Mikey.
Talking about adaptation and stuff like that, but that is a lot of trust.
Yeah.
When you're down
Thunder
6
Lips.
to 2
Imagine.
essentially, and you're not finding any success off of your game plan from the offensive side to sit there and say, we're fine. Our defensive game plan's sound. Trust it. Trust each other. Let's not let this get out of control. That says a lot about the discipline of this squad, and one of the reasons why they were so.
So you know what? So today I watched Rocky 4. When I was a kid, well, not a kid, but back in the days, Rocky 4 was my favorite movie. I would watch Rocky 4 many times. I was not watching Rocky 1 and 2 many times, but Rocky 4, I don't know how many times I watched that movie when I was young. Every weekend, I think when I was going to my dad, I think he had it on VHS, and I would watch Rocky 4 again and again.
Summit also could be the calling, because if there's one thing
Rocky 4 is freaking epic.
Teams here on Summit, anything with some shotgun plays as well. The best hardpoint team is Luminosity, but the biggest issue is that they're 8th place in control. This is where Inco can absolutely take advantage of
Luminosity, 8th place in control. They don't win their games. Well, but maybe it's because of maybe because they always started on offense. You know, like maybe it's not because they're bad. It's just because they got the bad matchmaking or something.
for whatever that might mean, because they've been polished everywhere else for the most part. But I think you look at this, if you had that information, if you're Inco, you look at how do we beat this LG team? How do we get to the World Championship?
Yo, Michael, what was the part exactly that was banned?
You have to think that map 3 should be ours. So that has to be kind of step number 1, which is weird to say because it's actually step number 3. But you win the control. That's now the swing map mode combo. It gives you a bit of a little bit
an
of
alternator. How can it be banned? I don't even know what it looks like.
Was their selection.
I have to Google that.
And the firing range hardpoint, let's not lie. As much as we like to assume that that's going to be largely controlled by sub gameplay, we did see, I believe, Inco and Skate also play.
It's a big round piece.
And I will say their ability to lock down lanes, trusting the.
So what? There was a dent or something?
Well, until this point, it's been unparalleled.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it almost feels like the firing range was quite literally made for this Inco team when you're thinking about it.
Did you watch the re-edited director's cut? I don't know, Sebas. I don't know.
You can end up also controlling all of Banana with an
it's on.
I don't think that they've actually played.
Well, back then I don't think so, because it's probably like it's probably released like years after or something. So I'm pretty sure I didn't. But when I'm watching it right now, I don't know if they have it. I'll check.
But I want to go back and I want to highlight something that we were starting to talk about as far as
there's a bolt that comes out of the back
about when they were going up against Omega,
and it was banned. Oh really?
And their trust. And it was also alluded to in some of the highlight videos.
Yeah, Mila is barking.
As well, and even
she's I don't know. She doesn't like the noise. Anytime she hears anything, she's gonna just do one bark just to tell me. If she barks multiple times, it's because there's someone at the door. Then she's gonna go mad. She's gonna bark multiple times. She's gonna go at the door. She's not gonna stop until I open.
And interestingly enough, you know, I'm kind of going back towards Inco's stage 4 statistics. They actually didn't play any firing range 10 either.
That's interesting.
Did you get Oscar fixed? What do you mean fixed?
Is watching them how they kind of set up for a map like Takeoff that has, again, kind of the same instance where you have.
She's a French bulldog.
Maybe not long rotations, but long lanes. That's where you expect that players like Lucas are really going to shine and really going to pop. So for LG, it comes down to trying to reduce the impact in these next 2 maps of that SKS, which has been a very easy blanket statement for us to say because everyone's trying to figure that out. Even against Skade, that was an issue. So as much as we kind of keep talking about Inco Gaming, I think you still have to look at least this map as being favored for them, just due to the fact that Luminosity.
This is Oscar and Mila.
And their ability to go map 3, map 4 wins here are still pretty high, even though firing range you assume would be a lot more SMG heavy.
Oh, totally. I mean, it's hard not to argue with statistics.
Oh no, Steven. So I have an appointment next week, or the 27th, for his next. It's a shot for the baby dogs, and then I'm gonna take an appointment for the other operation.
What's been working so well for you, and that's all just based around the SKS. Set your SMGs up for
John Wick.
the utmost amount of success. It worked for 6 rounds in a row.
No reason. It's not me who gave him the name. When he was born, they gave him a name, and they called him Oscar, and I just decided not to change it. Okay, let's go. This is control. And Inco starts on defense, so Inco will win. And it is not because LG is bad, it's because they start on offense. I could be wrong though, but I just say it. And look at the R9, by the way.
Snowpath as well, but completely unbeknownst to Inco, all of Luminosity wanted to come back through the north side.
Really well done, and just good distraction play out of Solo, pulling out the R9.
Yeah, we've seen a few R9 this week, but usually it's on hardpoint when they play inside the hardpoint. Or entry frag or something. They use the R9 or the KRM also. Shotgun users. No, we've seen at least 2 this week R9. I remember Thursday because I said get beard and he was destroying the hardpoint with the R9. That's 3. I know I saw the R9 earlier.
Down to 2. Space being provided for Luminosity, but Inco trying to find themselves some nade points, trying to find some different points of angles as well. Frozen down low with the SKS, gonna be able to find an opening.
That's a big round as well.
Yes, it is.
Frozen could use that as an opportunity to either stop the clock at A, make some more progress, or possibly just completely cut off the reinforcements. But
that's actually pretty close, guys.
Coming out of band as well as from Envy, as he actually makes it 3 straight in a row.
Yeah, LG got the lead in kills.
Flat out shooting better.
Just straight up shooting better.
If they can stop the cap,
coming out of the gates,
there's only 10 seconds. They're gonna win by preventing the cap.
All that you need over on A if you are Inco to extend
6 seconds, because they're down on kills.
Watchy assisting again. The long-range pressure from LG has matched up with Inco 100% perfectly. Clock will expire with just 2 ticks of progress. The lives are starting to
Wait,
get
I was
tight,
wrong.
but
I was wrong.
Luminosity after the opening break-off pretty much denied any re-entry towards
So
A.
LG starts on defense.
That third segment was going to come through over at A.
I think it was the other way around. So LG will win, even if they said they're bad.
A lot of focus over by Catwalk, which
right?
you guessed it, that is actually one of the best power positions here on Summit.
Luminosity, good first blood.
I missed.
They're just trying to keep it mixy down low. They're getting absolutely picked apart. So LG with numbers. Dan can only do so much. And with that, only one member from LG will drop the round towards the A site. They've got a player deep inside of the Inco spawn.
Okay.
And this is punishing on
So at the start, I said Inco will win, even if LG is bad at this game mode. I said Inco will win because they start on defense, but I was wrong.
26 plays on against 22. The second segment already on its way. And already up top is Band with the claw, letting them have it, finds himself too.
So now I say LG will win because LG started on defense. Right?
30 bucks, 30 bucks.
Come on.
Steven, I think so.
One green, one green. Green, two green. One shot green. It's 2 green, 2 green.
Hey, help us cap, help us cap.
I'm flash, I'm flash.
They're all green, they're all green. All of them are green. Hey, help us cap, come on now. Fucking
One more green, one more green. Fucking shit. Don't peek blur, don't peek blur, don't peek blur. No. I got flash right now. Alright, he's gonna push right here. I'm gonna double flash main, I'm double flashing main.
Yes, Michael.
One shot, 2. They're flash. Nice, go in. One more, Swashy, one more.
I died.
One more. Look alive.
Not the most polite comms you've ever heard, but hey, they're working out pretty well. 16 playing up against 8. They nearly got it done on the second attempt. Again, that snowball.
Yes, Michael. Tribe's waiting for the loser of this.
You
don't have to be nice. It's top 3. You just got to get it done by all means necessary. Second segment already completed here at B. 13 playing up against 8. Just under
yeah, LG's about to win this round, so they up in kills and they almost capped.
Look at all the space that Inco have been able to find.
This is looking solid, Rafa. Purifier out. Continues to pack a punch over through the LG spawn, but it is a 10
yes, Sebas, exactly 3rd place at the
and
moment.
LG are looking at that as their win condition. Just do not give anything away. The counter stack from Inco. Purifier is out. Dad on the way in. It'd be massive. Only gets 1, but Luca's in following behind it. The trade favors that of Inco. Need to clean the rest of this up, and as Envy drops, it's down to Rafa. Gets the double.
R2D2 with the streak.
And Noel is scouting them out through spawn. Now a 4v3. LG a bit stuck.
That's very close.
No reason to get crazy.
It's a team deathmatch now.
It's an S&D round from here on out.
And you don't have Washi. Washi's the one with 2 streaks plus an operator.
Here.
Well,
that's one.
Is here as well.
Let's do.
Get himself another 2-piece.
2v2.
Now you got a 2v2 situation.
2v1, 1v1. 1v1.
Against Blur for the round. 47 seconds and Blur is trying to call his bluff by playing the low ground with the R9. Rafa.
No!
But finds him from the high ground, and the 1v1 goes the way of Inco.
Wait, it's okay though. It's okay. Like defense wins, defense wins.
In operators when you're down considerably.
I wanted the shotgun to win.
Dad pulling out that purifier, able to find some space, communicating.
But it's okay because we got a 1-1 game.
On the map. Inco,
you know,
get themselves a defensive round of their own.
I'd love Inco to prove me wrong and say that the attacking team can win once in a while, but I always like to cheer for the underdog.
With these kills, they've actually regained a lot of this second floor.
Just like LG is supposed to win this map just because of the sides.
Solo taking its place by repositioning back towards that same high ground.
So I want Inco to win control.
Not able to hold on towards the zone.
just playing inside of Greats, just waiting for some help here. You got Noel that's up top on the catwalk or down
yeah,
low.
R9 doesn't get enough love.
Maybe trying to win this battle on 2 different fronts, and you can even see off the respawn as well. Inco have no idea where to go. They're constantly trying to get themselves snowpath control. Noel needs to be the one to get activated. He's only able to find one.
Good help, though, coming from the rest of his teammates. Trades will still allow Inco to try to get their way back in. Blur holding, making sure his teammates can stay safe from afar. And Gravity Vortex got his spent by Blur. Works out for 3 eliminations in a row for him. Noel stopping the clock over towards B. Pred Missile called in. That'll find Crows in as Noel continues to kind of go back and forth between the B zone and the lower
Need to get a new skin for what, Peterson?
LG in the meantime, though, still picking up our kills. 23 playing up against 16. And Luminosity had to feel like this is going to be a pretty comfortable defensive win for them, pending Noel to do something unbelievable.
You came back from a life deficit defensively. So just do it on offense, Forehead. 20 seconds remaining here, 22 playing up
pretty
against
big
14.
lead now, huh? 22-14.
Why is that? Because, I mean, Luminosity are just cycling players out. They're not trying to push into their spawn at all. They're playing this very, very well defensively.
Clean stuff. Have only dropped 8 total lives.
Good round so far for them.
What has been a very,
but again, defensive side.
I'd say.
Yeah, that'll work.
Only losing 8 lives along the way, no segments of
and now Inco on
defense.
Defense.
As well. And I mean, Inco, they were already
in the last round, Inco needs to win the attack. It seems impossible.
Pocket full of posies, maybe. I don't even know what the saying might even be. All I can tell you is that Lucasen is struggling. 7 eliminations for both them and Noel.
Is this the only game mode where it's a clear advantage to be on one side, or?
Luminosity have met them with 2 claws of their own. Dan trying to find the shutdowns wherever.
Because what about some maps on hardpoint? Does it make a huge difference which spawn you start on? Steven, I don't know that. I would say they will put money in the competitive scene, but I don't know how it's gonna work. Probably.
2 operators being spent. Inco nowhere to be found. Do they have to give this up? And it looks like we may have gotten a
I guess.
The thing about it is they can't just give up this entire space because LG can just move right over to B.
Yeah, and they have resources to be able to snowball.
I mean, it's Activision. They got the money if they want to do it.
By themselves. They're still trying to find out where Rafa's located at. Finally able
less
to find
than that
him,
for
and
me.
Inco, all spawning out. Numbers in the middle of the map and in the count. And that in favoring of Luminosity.
Wait, LG is doing pretty good though.
LG following up behind that solo.
Wow, they got a pretty good lead again. They almost doubled Cat last round. They're crazy.
Looking good for the offense. Inco, not a lot that they could spend here.
They want to win it now.
The only one who has an operator that he could possibly play with. Second tick locked in, 3rd on the way. LG zoning forward. Ban playing far.
Ooh.
No worries. And now it's the 20v4.
That was dirty. This is over.
It's going to be the
wow.
capture of the B zone and Luminosity.
Wow.
The 8th ranked team based on control stats thus far. Absolutely making us look silly for trusting the numbers.
That's insane. They played really good. They almost won the other offense also. They just do good. The domination has maps that have a side advantage, but you flip sides at the half though. So everyone plays the same amount of time on the good side.
It doesn't really matter when you have superior gun skill. That's Luminosity's argument as they take a 1 map lead.
Because here is not the same amount of rounds. You played 3 rounds on defense, 2 rounds on offense. So it's, you know, I just repeating myself, but I want to promote that. Watch the game inside the app, guys, if you can. Go to your lobby, click the yellow button left of the credits, and then don't forget to click play on the YouTube app, okay? If you watch the game from inside the Call of Duty Mobile app, you earn rewards. And you have to watch 90 minutes for the epic soldier skin. East out today. We're going to check it out in like half an hour or less. When I unlock it, we'll check it out. Oh, man. So we cheer for Inco to win firing range. And then we have a map 5. All right, guys?
As we take a look at some of
and then may the best team win. on search.
Specifically in the hard point.
But I want to see a map 5, guys.
It's really hard not to
want excitement.
This guy from Inco. I mean, 32 and 29, the SKS. The biggest difference, though, again, going back to what we were talking about from that standoff.
No, they're not the same, bro.
Point time being generated. These are your main slayers on both
Yesterday was Kruger.
Each team respectfully.
Today is Eastcry. 2 different soldiers.
A minute and 30 worth of hard point time for Blur.
Look, yesterday.
That's a little bit more impact, if you ask me.
100%, and that again is an SKS versus SKS battle in that map number 1.
Yesterday was Kruger.
So,
it's an epic too.
Lucasin trying to find
that was
value,
yesterday.
these eliminations and turning it into objective time, not just for him, but even for his squad. They're having a really tough time getting rotational wins. But Blur has stepped up to the plate. And you have to think at some point in time across their run, and maybe even just over the course of the evening last night, they had to have the conversation,
watching it in game on tablet, watching your stream on phone, just watching World Cup on television. Bro, that's multitask.
Blur stepped up and said, boys,
alright, who you got in the World Cup? Who you want to win?
I wonder if he ended up going back to his room last night and just started pub stop.
Literally, probably get reps.
We're gonna be using it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, this is gonna be Inco's first game on firing range during all of stage 5.
We'll see.
Firing range again. Both you and I were just flabbergasted. That like we go back through it, it's like no firing range.
Probably not
when
me.
You're the SKS trendsetters.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
It's a map that like we kind of relate to other maps that have happened in Call of Duty in the past, where like
what did we say?
Even though it's
hardpoint firing range now,
the lanes are long.
Yeah,
friends.
The idea here, and this is something we saw from Skade yesterday and even the day before on firing range, you put those SKSs, you get them set up, trust that they're going to lock down the lane individually, let your SMGs focus on wherever they're not looking. And it worked out for Skade pretty darn nicely. Just down to Can't
let's go.
Do the same as their Brazilian compatriots. Nice start. Rafa for 2. Noel gets the 3rd in the mix, and that is very convincing kill feeds, leading to a lot.
Okay, go yellow, go yellow. We want a map 5.
What you need right there, Lucasin,
no offense to LG fans. It's just for the show, okay? I don't. Oh, hello there.
The same way over inside of the standoff. It was a blistering pace set on early. You need to answer the back here.
You see the face bubble? Oh, hello.
At least an answer for now. Smoke will be the biggest muse for them getting in towards the hard point. 4 kills in a row for Envy, working towards possibly early streaks. Ban getting aggressive, sidesteps a hunter killer drone.
LG got control at least.
Has a chance for Noel, and will turn that into his 5th elimination. Dan Inco, though, able to re-break. And with that, the 22 seconds of Luminosity will be met and exceeded by Inco Gaming.
Good quick rotation also coming around all the way past tires. It's also being looked
at 0 flock because it's Christmas. Definitely gotta use some Christmas skins.
Shut that down ahead of the rotation. Middle of the map, also at least trying to be secured.
I was grinding camos yesterday, so I was using Gunzo. I don't have a Christmas legendary skin to count the kills for me.
Those are your 2 SKS users.
I was also trying to do my 24/7 Nuketown challenge. You need to play like 8 or 10 games.
Trying to break in towards the windows of America, but
so I was grinding camo at the same time.
Blur able to control Jeep. That's going to be a nice little
hey, 31-31.
Blur Envy finding elimination.
Yeah, let's go.
Will push the spawns away and also reclaim the zone.
Oh, but now Blue recap, so
be able to break on
they got control
and keeping them zoning away.
Oh,
you still have a lot of presence going in over by 10. Band actually spawns all the way on the backside of Wood. That's a parallel spawn that happened along with Lucasin, who is just letting them have it.
I always check the mini-map, see what's happening.
It's really the only one that's able to pop up the
2v2 inside. Yellow needs to win this. It's still 16 points though.
I don't even know if
nobody inside.
With 10 seconds remaining, if you fully
they just gave up.
From this hard point, you're actually going to be
just left.
Spawning them a little bit further out than you probably want them to.
Good map control on the rotation here for Inco. We were
they
not
have
able
their
to
reason.
very much at all in the opening hard point.
This is high for tower.
Just a bit on the tidy side. Only 1 player inside for LG in the trailer. Can he be shut down? Noel gets a 3K.
Let's go.
Wow. Well played.
Inco catch up.
And with that, Inco will gain the early time. But LG looking to threaten quickly. Have some mid-map control. Try to also play it through backside barrels. Purifier early out for Noel. Claw trying to shut it down. Washi able to at least spam things over. Lucasin doing the same from the opposite window. Gets 1. The second one on the interior finds that as well. 1 more deep and it's Lucasin.
Alright, get the hard point now.
Reclaim the point.
Yeah,
that's a contested hard point, huh?
Just off of that previous hardpoint when they ended up breaking them out, they were able to
go, go. Purifier for the win.
So that way they could maintain this south side.
Now they got control. They got a few seconds to breathe.
20 seconds remaining inside of this hardpoint. Dad feeling it. Wants to pull out the Purifier, almost expecting for a contest to come through. But
Ferg's tower locked down.
Overall fundamentals of Luminosity. They're seeing what the map is offering for itself. They're setting themselves up for next.
Well, already a chance to try to contest the lower floor here at Wood.
It's 5 seconds left. They still have 3 guys inside.
Working out well. Blur onto this gravity vortex. Number 4 in blue, trying to hold it down. He's by himself inside the zone. He only gets 1. That is not worthwhile for the side of Luminosity. The kills are there. There's still 3 members to flush out though from Inco. Pred Missile trying to make life a little bit easier for these court defenders. But LG have the numbers. Rafa
they lost it
on the backside. Gets a read on the Blur, but shut down. And with that, LG will substantiate.
Yeah, they're gonna catch up, man. It's gonna be close.
Neck and neck is this hardpoint right now. 45 seconds, still ample time to fight over. And Solo, what a read is that? Pulls out the Purifier, goes over towards Banana, only able to find 1, but it sets up their team for success to be able to find those trades. So you still have 2 players that are pushed out through the middle of the map, and it is being read by Envy over inside of 10. Another big 1v1 happening off screen, but regardless of the matter,
JR, Jesus, I wonder if these guys slide when they take the bus, cook, shower. Yeah, they slide all the time.
Now trying to jump down to assist the hard point, but doesn't need to. Teammates have already picked things up, and over 100 points go.
They got the lead now.
Also looking good for them as Inco.
So 11 more points inside. Oh, they might get 10 points here.
A little bit of the time and even get some of their own here at the old Wood hardpoint.
That's gonna be close.
Rotate the sandbags. LG will be here first. Pred Missile makes things a little bit more difficult, but with LG inside of 10, they should be comfortable to at least contest this hill.
And P1 going in towards the second set is mostly all based around this 10 control and making sure that the flank is going to be secure. That actually gets picked up by Blur, so wonderful stuff for them. Probably not expecting there's going to be another player. Yeah, got to get traded out off screen, but even more so than that, you have players like Envy on screen trying to zone away 10, trying to keep all of Inco on their toes.
There's nobody inside the hard point. There's yellow.
Rafa's able to sneak
Start
forward,
scoring.
Watching over the top of him. Watching.
4 guys inside blue now. And they got the control.
30 seconds to still fight for. And they look like
you know I slide way more than once a year. What are you talking about?
Allowing Inco to gain some key positions as we look towards rotation soon.
I don't slide when I grind camos, but I slide when I play rank.
This point, you do not want to let it get out of hand, and the kills will allow them to at least once again contest. Luke is in. That's kill number 29. 3 in a row. Already looking to break past the 30 point. No one else in the lobby is even close.
Okay, now.
And the only one that you would probably make an argument for is
they won't want to go back there.
Slowed up considerably. 20 and 20. 29 and 9 for Lucas, and this is exactly what you needed. But you're still down by 29 points. Look, you can find all the kills in the world, but if you're not generating hard points on it, you're going to be put in the blender.
Hello there, friend.
Hey, hello there.
Someone gonna get a trade.
He's got it, no, now.
One more nearby. Finally, Blur shuts him down, but the claw comes out for Grozin.
Darn claw.
Everything bouncing around like a pinball machine inside of Ban gets the double, and LG a chance to not just get death, but possibly grow their lead even further as Inco look to set up their break.
Again, it's just such a quick shutdown, an even quicker break to come all the way through. Everybody from Luminosity
so close, man, so close. Sometimes it's just one kill that swings the whole. Oh man, that's dirty.
Solo with yet another Purifier, a little bit too out of reach is Lucas in with the SKS, who finds yet another 3-piece.
There are 3 operators that Inco could use to possibly try to break down this time, but they're not looking all that privy to trying to oblige that. Sitting back, very uncharacteristically so. LG are kind of picking apart at this.
They're building a lead now, man.
We want to try to control trailers.
Just like the first map, they started close, 100 to 100, and then LG took off the rest. It is exactly what happened on the first map.
Final right here. And if they find a way to lock down trailer, this game could be out of reach for Inco.
One operator gonna be pulled out. Solo doesn't even need it. Able to find themselves 3 in a row.
Man.
Purifier also in the hands of Blur.
Oh yeah, they got this. GG. Maybe it's a bit early, but
you need this break yesterday.
They got full control.
This is just a critical mistake from Inco, you have to think. Noel, Purifier in. Able to take down 1.
It's still 30 points though.
In their favor, but only 30 seconds to fight for. A long laundry list of things that have to happen.
1v3. Come on, man.
Single-handedly breaks. Rafa on the
Randy,
way
what's up?
Just enough assistance from Inco. to shut down the potential final play from LG. Red missile called out for the rotation.
Yeah, LG, they got really good positioning, you know. Was that 9 more points? And he doesn't even get it.
It's a whole hard point difference. 201 to 130. You have to find yourself a full 60 just to bring yourself back into the game.
That's gonna be tough to win.
Going in towards wood. Wall bangable, to say the least. Lucas and Noel, though, able to find 2 to open things up, but you still have Ban, Solo, Blur, lurking members able to find these straight picks.
And is Lucasen ever going to use this operator? He still hasn't pulled it out yet. I get it, you got 42 eliminations, but at some point in time, you have to sacrifice the SKS in favor of locking down the hard point. LG with the numbers. Lucas,
but he's the Slayer.
Get absolutely nothing. Immediately shut down.
This is intense.
Inco, though, still in the hard point, struggling to lock down spots as MGC
Alright, yellow. Already
that
points available.
For Solo to try to work on it. He gets 2 with the purifier before falling. But
we need to win this gunfight now. They're getting swarmed, bro. Come on.
Able to get behind enemy lines, pulls out a claw as well, slides on forward. He's able to find himself 3, and now it's trying to.
So now Inco needs to go and fight Tribe. Imagine he just got destroyed. Tribe is really strong in hardpoint, so it's not gonna look good.
Still 3 operators in their hands. Most of them have not been used. Rafa gonna pull out the claw for himself. Gets at least the first. But, I mean, this is at a point that is really not going to allow for the claws to do too much. You've got to face up against Predator missiles, and Luminosity have full control mid-map, looking to put this map away.
That has an operator. Frozen has one as well. Lucasen's going to pull out a claw again, able to find themselves at least some damage, but still not enough quite yet. Noel needs to capitalize on this one. Snap on a blur up top.
Because they just need 9 points, and you need 100, imagine.
Lucasen.
Hey, you need a miracle.
LG, though, with the numbers, trying to break back forward, putting it away here. Just need 8 more
seconds. They control the middle.
Blur
or not.
Tries to
Need to win this gun. Yeah, okay.
Inco not going to let them get away with it for free. Numbers now persist. Luminosity looking to break once more. They've got high ground control. Washi jumping down, little back move from the high ground, not able to turn to find the follow-up elimination, but his teammates are here. Is this the winning moment for LG to get to the World Championship Finals?
Exactly, Bond.
Inco trying to deny, trying to contest with the kills. They go back and forth, still back and forth. Pinstripe goes to kill feed, but it's Lucasen. He gets to 49 eliminations. But is it enough? LG can still try to find a way to win here. Contest for this long enough. But you look towards rotation to New, and LG have members that get the last 2 seconds.
Oh, Ban's pushing up. He's finding so many eliminations. Gets himself some squad spawns. New hardpoint will pop. 2 seconds are all that required.
2, 1, 0. Okay.
Are nowhere to be found.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Look.
Are able to punch their ticket to the World Championship Finals.
So Inco's going down to play against Tribe.
Use your operators.
And if Tribe wins, they go up and play against LG. And they anticipated that from the start. Because before the tournament even started on Twitter, one of the Tribe guys says, if you get this many likes, we will twerk on LG or something like that. But they never faced them because they went to the bottom bracket because they lost to Wolves. So they might meet them in the finals. They just need to win their next match. But that was fast. It's okay though. Like, I wanted good close games, but
it really was. And there were so many different moments.
I think maybe Tribe versus LG. I don't know. I guess Tribe will beat Inco now. Tribe is so solid in hardpoint, and Inco didn't look that strong.
49 and 29 for the L. Just so much space being provided through the entirety of that first and second set. But Luminosity just through teamwork.
Yeah, they were doing really good. They were there at the start of every hardpoint. They were in control.
Along with Blur, who were always a thorn in the side of Inco.
Yeah. There's going to be some very quick conversations that are going to happen for Inco because that is not.
Hey, by the way, we're going to have a cell tower.
A couple of days in hardpoint. 250, 131 on standoff, and then a 250, 175 on firing range.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys, but I live so far from the city.
But it's why we talked about Luminosity coming.
I live so far from everything, in fact, that we don't have cell phone towers. Like, if I'm not on the Wi-Fi, I don't have internet. I don't have I don't receive text messages. I cannot make phone calls.
And the same could be said about Luminosity's control.
But they're building a cell tower, so in the next year I'm gonna have finally a signal. That's awesome. That's awesome. Because a lot of stuff I cannot do because they need to send me a text confirmation number, you know. Like I created another YouTube channel for something I wanted to do, but I cannot make thumbnails because I cannot confirm my cell phone.
Thank you very much. I'm on stage with Luminosity's Blur. Congratulations on making it to the grand finals. The series against Inco Star.
Well, 2023. They just post a picture and they have the cell tower now.
It's not really.
You got the skin now?
It's a bunch of SKS. It's hard to deal with. They're really nasty, and we just gotta try our hardest, you know.
So one of the questions that I think a lot of people had is stage 4, you guys, while you were part of Undreamed, behind Tribe. Now, what's changed here in stage 5 on land international experience, and you guys are now the top dogs?
Well, stage 4, like every game is a learning experience. We make a lot of mistakes, and what we worked on the most will be like teamwork and communication and all that. We just try our best. Well,
I mean, your best has been pretty damn good. Right now, you are at the lowest 2nd place. That is a lot of money. Again, congratulations on making it. So now Inco Star Wars and Tribe have to play against each other. Who would you rather see in the finals?
If I'm honest, I want to see Tribe.
What?
And they both are in grand finals. I want to see that happen.
All right, well,
that's cool. He wants to beat the best
in the lower bracket finals. Again, Blur for Luminosity Gaming.
He was looking at like they just won, but he's looking like he just lost.
That, as we were kind of talking,
is non-verbal. How do you say that? Is body language? He looks defeated, but they just had a crazy good game.
All of a sudden,
he's just shy, right?
Control looked very polished, very clean. That was completely missing during the group stage and their opening.
Because they just had a monster game. He should be hyped.
They put on, but
maybe he's just humble.
If you could just take the former point of that,
okay,
Blur dominating space and letting his team win in rotation.
That
was the biggest thing for me in these opening hard points.
Oh, it absolutely was.
We're almost there, man.
Both hard points when you're really thinking about it. You know, taking on the selfless role, right? Being able to seemingly to turn overnight to an SKS monster. You even heard him talking about there in the interview that, you know, the SKS, as many as they saw on the opposite side, it's very hard to deal with, and yet the way that Luminosity decided to deal with it was just one, keeping them at an SKS's reach and allowing their SMGs.
Wait, that's not true. I need 2 minutes.
And you can even see it, like number 4 is Blur. He's watching these crosses, and even if he's not finding kills,
I need 2 minutes.
Where they're coming, when they're coming, and how many.
Well, it's just like, you know, the one shot from the SKS is going to leave them.
Well, that too, yeah.
It's an absolute abysmal amount of health. So, I mean, so long
what was
as you're
I
just getting
talking
that
about?
chip damage in there, the SMGs just need to slide chow around a corner and just capitalize on it.
Yeah, and it worked out really well. I will say that duality between Blur
and
the
phone stuff
was near picture perfect. Then we got into the control, and Luminosity played with a certain sense of vigor. I mean, we were a 1v1 away from them 3-0 this control.
Tom.
Yeah, we sure were. It's just
it's
okay to see like how quickly things turn on its head.
Yeah, sure, you can post so it's 1-0 Argentina, right?
An extra 60
if
seconds.
They scored on a penalty. Imagine a penalty
really
in the World Cup finals.
And abilities that Luminosity are playing with through the entirety here in Stage 5 finals is that
Messi scored. Okay, let's go.
Against the wall, and they're able to recognize, okay, we have this resource, we have this operator, this street.
That's a good start for them, huh?
And they just use it to such a high degree that I don't think that Inco have
1
really
minute
dealt with all tournament long.
Yeah, Band really, again, showcasing his prowess to kind of
I can show you in game now. No, I can't. I want to get my East Crest skin.
LG's ability to get
I wanted to show you
this map in
my
we're 175
progression.
to 109 in this current state, and Lucason's got 36 kills. Blur only has 16. But the thing about it is, Blur was able to pull out the Purifier and capitalize on a lot of hardpoint moments for his squad, whereas on the other side, yeah, Lucason, the stat line's going to be impressive, but you have to know when you have to put the SKS down in order to use the operator to fully flesh out a hill. And that was what was largely missing for this Inco team that, as we had mentioned, had not played much firing range. So a couple of things that have instantly cropped up that may put Inco at a bit of a hindrance going up against a hot Tribe team immediately in the lower finals. We'll send things back to Degon to the desk to give us their reactions and of course set up
well,
that
I'll send
matchup.
me back
Thank you very much, guys.
in the
Great
game.
cast so far in that upper bracket finals. Luminosity Gaming moving on.
Get
to
ready.
The grand
Get ready.
finals.
Let's go.
We got to see between Inco Stalwart and Tribe who will be joining them. But let's break down this series first. It felt like Luminosity Gaming and Inco Stalwart were on.
I don't know, guys.
Both these teams have
She looks like a Twitch streamer.
and then Luminosity just came out guns a-blazing.
Excuse me,
on all
are you a
cylinders.
Twitch streamer?
And very similarly to their matchup
You
against
got pink
Wolves
hair
earlier. It was the S&D where they kind of take an early lead and then
Why I already have
pedal.
this?
That was the only win here for Inco Stalwart. All the other ones just felt
Probably from a previous championship.
Yeah, the only win that Inco gets an actual win in is a comeback, which didn't look super convincing until up the end where they started to gain that steam. I think a lot of it looked to be confidence. Obviously, Lucasen came out guns blazing.
So, guys,
one guy by himself can't win a series.
Yesterday's skin, today's skin.
I think the map picks played a really
Yesterday's
big
skin,
role in this one. I was
today's
surprised
skin.
by how many smaller maps we saw. And I
think Kruger is better.
Most of them were picked by Luminosity in an attempt to kind of counter Inco and the SKSs, but apparently
388 credits,
was
yeah.
the map pick for
Good for
Inco,
zombies?
and
Why?
They countered pretty hard right there.
And speaking of,
No, she's
that's
cool,
why we
she's
thought
cool.
It was Luminosity's pick because I was looking at the Summit control because Luminosity had not good numbers when it comes to that control game, but for Summit that was their best case scenario, and for Luminosity to get that, Inco's
It's a reskin of that
was
one.
kind of detrimental for their team.
Yeah, and remember, they almost 3-0'd it. They were up 16 to 8 in control on Summit.
The cat leggings.
Before, we got to see
Why did I get
Stalwart
that?
show some life and claw their way back into that one, but it was almost a
I don't
clean sweep
remember.
here. You know, I was asking earlier, Blur, I said, hey, you guys made it
Yeah,
look
she
easy.
got
He's
some
like, "It
hair
wasn't
now.
easy." I'm like, I mean,
Compared to
I thought it looked easy. You guys made it look easy.
nothing
Let's take a look at
compares.
the end of our final map, though, the hard point over on firing range.
Keep my wife's name out your friggin' mouth.
Except
Keep
for
my
Lucasen
wife's
on
name.
Almost a 50 bomb here, but really not having the impact that you need in terms of getting the points.
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday I was grinding
started to
this.
get a little bit more his need to play the OBJ, but that's something that
That one?
should have made that adjustment.
I need to play
much earlier in
10
the match,
Nuketown.
because he can
I got
play
6.
aggressively with the SKS. He's one of those players that regardless
It's
of
gonna
the
be
situation,
7 balls.
he can pull it out and fry with it, but he seemed really committed to that long range role. Obviously roles are important, but also flexibility and adaptability played a really big role in why Luminosity was going to be able to get the win.
Luminosity just found a way to counter every single one. How do you beat an SKS? 3 answers. Smokes, get an SKS of your own.
He's got the
choose
backpack.
maps that
Keep
actually
watching,
suit
bro.
the role of your team and just
You need to
cut
watch
out
90
those really
minutes.
long sight
Not too
lines.
bad.
And yes, in that hardpoint matchup, I feel like for Lucas to get a lot of those kills, yes, but he had a lot of it. It wasn't high impact enough for them to actually win this hardpoint matchup.
And where was the support, you know? Where was Crozen? Where was Dad? Dad in the top 5 of KDA.
Where was Dad?
Didn't have the
Where
same
was my
impact.
dad?
Lucasen, although a little slow on that S&D,
He went
did
to buy
eventually warm
milk.
up and had that nearly 50 bomb on firing range to close it out.
Where
but
was
there wasn't
Dad?
that secondary fragger that we've seen Inco Stalwart have in their success. Let's take a look at our champs bracket. It's all filled out on the bottom side.
Wow, let's go
now.
Tribe.
It's Tribe Gaming and Inco Stalwart in our lower bracket finals, and Luminosity sitting, waiting in the grand finals. It is a 1 map advantage for
3-1, 3-1, 3-1
in the grand finals. So a little bonus there for making it all the way on
LG's
through.
the 3-1.
Yep, obviously big advantage for coming out of the winner's bracket. That's something we've seen happen before, though. These two
Yeah,
teams,
the Sweater,
Tribe Gaming and Luminosity, met up
the Frank
in
Woods.
stage 3 this year.
How many footballs do you have in game?
one
Not
game
enough.
away from closing it out, get reverse swept. I think they want revenge for that one up against Tribe Gaming, and I'm hoping that they get it, because with the way things are going right now,
I got 42.
it kind of seems like we're on a path to an NA final.
I got 42.
Well, Luminosity looking really good this time.
And if I finish
Tribe looking like they're always getting the
this,
best of
I'll
them,
have
but
7
I feel like
more.
It's such a different situation, especially with that
Then I could
3-1
play
that they showed up
BR,
against Inco. This looks like a completely different
and I'll
team.
be
And I
at
just want
50
to know,
flush.
their coach Image has been in the
So I
grand
can buy the
finals
gun
for
today.
3 times already. One for the Western finals
But I
last
won't have
year,
the calling
one for
card
the
yet.
Eastern champs. For
How much time we got? 11
Ultimate,
days.
And now coming in from Luminosity, it just seems like he's a really big deal when it comes to this team.
Because I don't play rank
again,
every
if you
day.
wanna
I
be a
don't
big
play
deal, head
1
on
BR
over
and
to
1
our
rank every
friends
day. I
over
don't.
at HyperX.
I play like
Now,
pubs. I
HyperX is
finish
running a
challenges.
special holiday
I grind
sale
camos.
this season where you can get up to 50% off HyperX products with free shipping through the end of this December. Head on
But at
over
least
to
I'll get the gun. I mean, the
description
calling
in
card
the
is
YouTube link
not a
down
big
below
deal if I
so
don't
that
get
you can
it.
Go ahead and gear up for the holiday season.
It's just a
All right, we're gonna take a
collectible,
short
but
break. When we come back, it's that
how do
lower
I get
bracket
that?
finals. Who will take
How do I
third
get 25
and who will
points in
move on
10
to the
days?
grand
I don't even
finals?
have enough.
We'll find out in just a little bit. You're watching the Call of Duty Mobile 2022 World
yeah,
Championship.
Sibaz, that's the thing. Is it, you won't use it anyways. Big deal. Wait a minute. They're making Warzone on the phone? Wait a minute. Are you telling me we're gonna have Warzone on the phone? Hey, I have time for 1 game. Four minutes, let's go. I'm gonna do it. Go. Mobile Warzone? Really? So I grind camos at the same time. What's 125 point? Wait a minute. They make Warzone on the phone now? Are you trolling me? They don't. Warzone has gone Android? What? Yeah.
Stealth chopper inbound.
Quick game. So it's like you just need to play, you don't need to win. So if I just get 10 kills, bro, really? Bro, my teammates are killing everything before they can even.
Friendly swarm active. HQ shut down. Regroup. Hunter killer has been destroyed.
Yo, my teammates are OP, bro.
HQ located. Secure it.
Contact with enemy. Cover me.
HQ online. Secure it.
Contact with enemy.
How does it feel, teammates?
Predator missile inbound. HQ.
Enemy in sight. Down. Down. contact. Get down. Contact with enemy. Down. Get down.
Need a gun.
Contact with enemy. Down.
AO is too
I
hot.
needed a gun. Okay, we
Redeploy
need
to
to
the
change
next
loadouts. Probably I could have nuked if I pick up a gun on the ground.
Enemy contact. Target down.
HQ shut down. Moving regroup.
47 seconds. Wait, I changed loadout.
HQ located. Secure it.
I need 10 kills with the ICR.
Contact with enemy.
HQ online. You're at the HQ. Stand by. Morning. Friendly nuke been launched.
Yeah, everyone getting nuked.
We're at the HQ. Stand by. Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
Whoa, the car.
Friendly stealth chopper.
The nuke
inbound.
the car. Or rip car.
AO is too
Rip
hot.
the car, man.
Redeploy to the next wave.
Did I get 10 kills, man? I don't know. Whatever. Let's see the Sam QC. C'est un Québécois. No, but when I get nukes, I use it.
How's this weekend been for you?
Well, we were talking before during the break, and this is without a doubt the most exciting esports weekend of my life at this point. I've been to a few esports events, but this is my first Call of Duty event, and it's absolutely blown me away.
Yeah, you've said a lot of the interactions that you had with some of the PC or console gamers that coming up to you have all been positive.
Yeah, the most surprising thing of the weekend for me is, you know, you have 100 different conversations with strangers every day at an event like this, and every single console and PC player I've talked to is blown away by mobile movement, mobile gun skill, and they're interested. They're coming over to check out Warzone Mobile at the booth, and it's all the interest in mobile that you'd always hope for, you know?
Yeah, speaking of that, Bobby, you got to be a part of that Warzone Mobile activation. How's that been so far?
It's been amazing. I've gotten to see kind of the full progression of Warzone Mobile because we had the opportunity at COD Next earlier this year to check it out and to see how far it's come and to see how many people are loving it has been really cool. So I know the entire mobile community is really excited about it, and hopefully they've got big things planned in the future. I know they've done big things already.
Well, thankfully, you're not only you are involved on the competitive side as well. So let's take a look at the champs bracket brought to you by Republic of Gamers. When you look at this one here, Mod 6,
how long before they start?
All the way back from the quarterfinals, what has jumped out at you when we take a look at the bracket?
Well, Tribe is about their losers bracket run. They've done it before, and this time it's they're at a disadvantage with that one map drop in the grand finals if they make it there. But the crazy thing about this final and grand final now is that you talk to anybody in the crowd and you get 100 different predictions for how this is going to work out. That's the Sunday you want, right? There's no obvious advantage. Teams are strong on certain types of game modes and on certain maps, but
what do you say, the one map drop? So instead of having to win twice, you get a map
Our friends over
drop.
at ROG have been big homies here for Call of Duty.
Is that it?
So let's take a look at the ROG phone.
So you get a map advantage instead of having to win twice if you're at the bottom.
That cools the CPU.
Well, I will see about that. Because they have to have an advantage at least.
Gadget. The new Aero Active Cooler 6, which incorporates an AI-powered active cooling system. Thank you all weekend long to
good thing I'm not there, man.
Phone 6 friends. Thank you for supporting Call of Duty Mobile. Let's
Device
dive
not
into
compatible.
our lower bracket finals matchup. And we'll start with Tribe Gaming. Now, Tribe, they got to sit back. They got to watch the series against Inco Stalwart and Luminosity. But as you said earlier, they've had to make this miracle lower bracket run. How do you feel like they are feeling coming into this one?
Well, Tribe is a team
yeah,
that's strong
LG needs to win once, but also I think they're gonna have a free map win or something.
Break, you've got to rotate around the map, and they
see
have
a
to
map
deal
drop
with the SKS of Lucasen and the absolute
I don't know what it
that
means,
they have
man.
over long range areas of the map, and that's going to be something that's going to challenge rotations every time.
I would say absolutely correct on that one. I think it'll be interesting because they don't match up quite as well as Luminosity does. Obviously, you have Blur, who's an SKS primary, and there's a couple players on Tribe that can do that, but they're not nearly as experienced with the SKS.
The match is about to end.
So we'll see what they end up doing. I know they've been running through a couple different players using it over the last couple months.
Hey, what up,
they haven't
Al?
stuck with one. A lot of it also going to come down to those map picks.
The difficult part about Tribe's run here is the fact that Inco already knew their mistakes coming in from Luminosity and will probably make better decisions when it comes to those map choices. And also the fact that for Control, Tribe is really good. But in Hardpoint,
are they running a
did
Bravo
say that they're
stream?
going to be
I
a
don't
really
think
good
so. This is the only game going
unfortunately,
on.
Wolves actually cracked the code when it comes
There's no
to
other
beating
games.
Tribe in their best game
Look.
mode, and Inco possibly had that code for themselves.
Right now,
All right, on the opposite
there's
side,
only this.
Inco Stalwart really never felt like they got
So
in
now we're gonna
this
see the
series
bottom final,
against Luminosity. Yes, in
and
the S&D,
after
they
that
were
we
able
see
to
the
pull
top
this one
final.
back,
There's no
but
other games.
It just felt like they're on the back foot this whole time. I'm hoping
The
that
Bravo
they're able
stream
to
is
go
'cause
ahead
there
and
was many
reset the
games going
mental
on
and
at the
bounce
same
back.
time.
But what do you think they need to do here to get this victory over Tribe?
Really, I think that
it
patience
was
is going to be
it was
something
highlights.
that's involved a lot in success, especially on hardpoint breaks.
You know if the
When you
HDL
have
purifier
teams
will
that
ever
are
come back?
anxious to
I
get
don't
on the
know.
hardpoint, anxious to stop that counter counting up, they might run on and try and break
Oh,
with
ow.
1 or 2, and that
Great
patience to be
idea.
able to break with 3, secure the point, or even the diffuse in S&D. That's going to be a huge factor.
Mod 6, everyone. Look at this. Just a natural on the desk breaking down this series matchup. But to get us into our lower bracket finals, let's send it on over to Shift and Proper.
Why was Mod 6 with us the whole weekend,
Yeah,
brother?
what the
That's
heck?
a
Great
good
question.
breakdown. I love it. Always good to see him. Also, I'm going to need to give it to you later, Mod 6, to figure out what exactly you've done to manicure that beard to such great lengths and such
I am
The guy's
inspired
getting
by that
lots of
beard.
compliments,
Very
huh?
nice. But with that said, we were sitting here kind of going back and forth, debating. And I'm just going to say, we haven't seen the series layout yet. But once we do, oh, there it is. Never mind. I was going to say, if you're Inco Stalwart, you got to get rid of either Summit or Firing Range is fine.
Tribe wins Hardpoint. Search, I don't know. Tribe was good at
Inco didn't follow up with the same.
Yesterday, Tribe played Hardpoint on that Search on that map versus Wolves, and it was insane.
Be a lot of them for the side of Inco, but for Tribe Gaming, they're
I think it's gonna be a
3-0 on the
beatdown. This is gonna be a 3-0 maybe.
I was totally right in guessing the vetoes. Anyway, here we go, starting things off. Take off
But
map
the guy was
number
not
1
moving.
on Hardpoint, and this
I
was
think
the
he's
one
disconnected.
consideration that if you're gonna get rid of Hacienda, if
They're
you're
not
Tribe,
playing.
you have to be ready for this map mode combination.
Okay, it was weird, man.
And the thing is, they are ready for this. They've played it
The
at pretty
hell's
great
happening?
and considerable length throughout their run thus far, with convincing towies, mind you.
It's
And it looks like we
disconnection,
very well
man. They're
may
not-
have
they're
a
not
bit of a
moving.
restart here. Some players are stalled out. Obviously, Marshy kind of looking from
Yeah,
left
they're
to right,
not
wondering
moving.
what's going on. Bolo still wants to frag. But maybe we could take a look a little bit longer at that overall series
well.
layout, because the conversations at this point, like now that we've
What you gonna do, huh?
significant results to go off of, the predictions become a little bit more simplified when it comes down to who's taking care of what. And another interesting little alpha choice here, Inco with the first ban, not just taking away Firing Range, but taking away Annihilator. They said, hey, Tribe, it's on to you if you want to take away the Sparrow or not.
Yeah, I actually really appreciate that coming through, because here in COD Mobile, I don't think that no, you and I actually casted over one series. I don't remember what it was. It was during the group stage. We actually saw the Sparrow come out, but yeah, very annoying to deal with, especially leaving that ball in Tribe's court, right? But being able to take it away, expect that Purifier and Claw combination, obviously, to continuously come
Search
through,
on
but
Slums
I
also,
kinda wanna
map
take a
5.
deep,
He's
deep
not gonna
dive
get to map
into this
5.
map number 1 here, Alan.
I think he's gonna be
With
3-0
Takeoff,
or
like we were talking
3-1.
about, you gotta have it if you are Tribe. They have
I
played
expect
it
a
3 times
beatdown.
through this entire stage 5. And they are 3-0 on it as well, beating the likes of Wolves, 250-220, 250-133 against Stamina, and 250-112 versus Scars.
Yeah, very convincing results for both teams on this map mode combo to start us off. But the standoff, search, and destroy, we've already said it a handful of times this weekend. but you have to feel like if you're going to come away with a map 1 win if you're Tribe, you're feeling really solid about your opportunity to turn this into a 2-0 early, largely due to the fact that we have not seen Inco play the standoff search and destroy at any rate. And then you get eventually to the raid control for our guaranteed first 3 maps.
Yes.
Yeah, Inco's played it once before, but on the side of Tribe, it would be our first look.
Are there any ban operator skills or everything? No, everything is banned pretty much.
Particular, we've got a 50-50 battle here for map number 1. A very crucial map, I would say, for Inco. And then you've got a standoff search that I think everyone in the venue
I'm going to tell you all the ban operator skills.
Dominated that map so far, even though this weekend has gone to a lot of overtimes on that map for Tribe. And then who knows what the raid? Again, it's not really any significant.
Everything is banned pretty much.
As you compare both the map wins
except like 4.
As well as the respawn KDs. And again, that respawn KD is boosted up because of Lucas in.
Yeah, just a little inflated. I mean, even you got to see at the end of that previous LGV Inco firing range hardpoint, like Lucas was still dropping 40 bombs for the L. So I mean, it's just about capitalizing on top of it, right? You know, Inco kind of got their first taste versus North America, and we've kind of talked about this amongst ourselves, but we didn't actually talk about it on the broadcast.
Here's the list of
this is actually their first real look at fighting another Western team. So when you're thinking about it, start play styles,
ban operators. Kinetic is banned. Transform shield is banned. Dogs banned. Hive banned. Ballistic shield banned. Bull charge. Tag 5. Nuclear reactor. Reactor core. Shadow blade. Ballista is all banned.
One of the things that we've noted a lot,
and pretty much all the perks are banned and all the score streaks are banned.
Where's the help
except like 3.
in those moments where he's trying to finesse?
No, Bon, it's too long. I'm gonna end the stream after the Tribe matchup, and I'm gonna watch the finals because I'm gonna have to feed the dogs and all. I'm gonna watch the finals upstairs on my couch. Plus, it's not like if I had like a couple hundred people watching, maybe I would keep, but like it's just like less than 100, so no big deal. Is camping on stairs banned? No, you can camp and watch the door. Prone.
Reminded Wolves why Tribe are #1 NA.
Yeah. And as you'd mentioned, just kind of casually there, it is really kind of interesting how the bracket and groups have
I just read a recent article. I didn't realize FTC was fighting this. Sounds like it might still go through. Just what do you mean? Wait, what are you talking about?
But looking at Tectonic, you know, again, we mentioned it during the group stage. We were kind of looking for more. But boy, he stepped up yesterday.
Yeah, Canine unit is banned.
KD up to a 1.2 in the respawn. And again, not to keep harping on it, but we need to see that again if you're a Tribe fan and you want to see this team find that LG squad in the grand finals.
Yeah, so rank should be like comp, right? You can use all the trash stuff in pubs if you want, but in rank, it's just like competitive. No perks, no operator, no score streaks. That would be awesome. Oh, Microsoft merge, yeah. Yeah, I saw something about it. I didn't really read much, but need to rest.
100%.
It's okay, man. What day is it? Sunday?
The spotlight over towards Lucas, and yeah, he's been unbelievable with this SKS. But in moments during the respawns that we just came off of, especially in the
I might not stream tomorrow. My sister's coming over, so I don't think I'll stream. If I stream, it's not gonna be the afternoon.
Pull out this operator, get into the hard point, help your squad out. Because
Reactor core and Napalm in the finals, imagine, dude.
But you see just kind of a lot of inefficient numbers.
That would be stupid.
What these operator usages
because it's just
a little bit too late. This was a great moment to keep them tight, but once the game got out of hand,
I mean, you used to see remember the first championship, everyone was spamming Goliath and what's the name again, the missiles. It was Predator, Cluster Strike, and Goliath. And people were using persistence, and they would spawn like 2 or 3 Goliaths in the hard point at the end and win the game because of the score streak.
It's already way too late when you're going up against this Luminosity.
Yeah, Steven, there's no events or anything, so I don't even know what video I'll make tonight. I haven't opened crates in weeks. Because every time there's a new crate, I already have it. Like they recycled crates lately, So usually on Sunday I would do a crate opening video, but for about a month plus I can't do crate openings on Sundays anymore.
Today has slipped down to a 1.5, which is still incredible.
That's still, it's still
why am I coming across like, God, this guy's so bad? I mean, it's still so good.
Yeah, the same setup they have in scrims. Yeah, they use the same rules.
At one point in that firing range hardpoint, he was nearly 3.0 positive.
Top 10 legendary calling cards.
It's just, in my opinion,
hey, you're trolling, but I could do that.
I'm not sit here and downplay how talented this guy is, but the overall chemistry and fundamental needs to be followed up afterwards. You know, we've been really hitting on this point continuously, and I don't want to, beat a dead horse here, but this is where we need to see the SMGs really come alive, especially against Tribe. You know, playing up against all these Eastern teams, you were able to meet their pace. But at least versus Luminosity, it was a little shaky outside of the search and destroy in certain moments of time in those hard points. Tribe are going to have all of that plus some more.
Yeah,
you know that they prepared for this.
Yeah, and just for what it's worth, I don't mean to make it sound like we're coming across harshly at Brazil. If Inco end up
Top 10 legendary calling cards, what a video that would be, man.
But the thing about it is, when
top 10 things I don't use.
And in the mismatch that we had kind of seen in hard point time between LG and Inco.
How many I have, though?
Especially with players like Blur getting onto the hard point for significant time, you do want to see that come through in a selfless fashion. That's, yeah, I'm getting a lot of kills, but when needed, when called upon, I can also soak up that hard point time. So maybe being a bit nitpicky, but regardless, one more look back at this series
50,
layout. We've already talked about a lot of these maps and modes
60,
we think that what
70,
hard point 50-50. If you win it, you're going to feel great about the rest of the series layout, no matter which side you're looking at. This
90,
search feels like a must-win for Tribe.
100,
on the raid control, and then if we get to the fourth, we need
110,
correction from Inco on that
120,
so maybe a little bit of pressure on
130
towards Inco that they have to find a way to respond.
It
all starts here. Take off.
Same count? No.
Final. Let's get it on.
Got to be able to really rely on these SKSs to be able to open up the floodgates for the SMG.
I got 150 legendary calling cards. What the frick?
Not a whole lot less to speak of. You're not really upsetting the spawns for Tribe. Not quite yet.
Jets up top. Lots of damage. Lots of spam. Tribe fighting for the backside at spawn. It's going to work out. Only 9 seconds given away for Inco Gaming. Not a lot of eliminations for really anybody at the moment, but Tech, importantly to note, he is popping up that SKS, looking good with it so far. Kind of like Beat Mommy was saying on the desk, there are 3 ways to kind of go about the SKS gameplay for Inco. Either saying, that looks like fun, I'll give my hand at it, try to match it 1 for 1, smoke it out, take him out of the picture, or the third is just completely overwhelm the hard point, force them to have to make tough decisions. Bowler from behind, Tribe, clean on the kills, up to 25 points and looking good for the scrap time.
I like the 4K no low stows kind of tactic as well, as we
but like no trolling, there's only one calling card that's what using is a tactical insertion.
And yeah, looking like there is some conversations happening.
It's very tactical
as well. So I mean, even through the opening break, as little information as we were able to get,
I'll do my top 100 legendary calling cards. Choose 100, leave 50.
The very least is Triber.
I would not do that.
Soaking up some hard point time. Jez still doing Jez things, and
Jez doing Jez things. Man, we should have players named Shady, so we could say Shady doing shady things, and Dirty doing dirty things.
We have not gotten that word yet. So at the moment, Tribe is just soaking up
Sexy doing sexy things. Dad doing dad things.
Before in multiple facets. So Tribe 75-9.
And we what?
You can see Vague saying, all right, we're just gonna keep going.
Can you get the rewards from yesterday? No, I don't think they can. I don't think it.
Competitive rules are competitive rules. I mean, all 10 players are very much so still in this lobby, and yep, Vague throwing his hands up.
He's a little explorer, man. He wants to sniff everything and bite everything. Why they're not moving?
Why not just post some prize fighter gloves and yeah,
hey, no.
Looking good.
No.
Will win the rotation.
No.
Inco members starting to make a move, starting to shoot back.
Bites my finger.
Look, we've seen this before. And now you're dealing with a 100-point deficit.
I like the Ether Camel in the new legendary calling card the most.
And you've got streaks, you've got operators. This could get really ugly really quickly. Tribe realizing the shots are coming back their direction, are going to use the operators to just completely put this game out of reach right off the rip.
Yep. That's exactly what's going to end up happening, especially with all the hard point time that got generated.
One for Damascus. One what? The calling card?
Fully streaked out of their mind, 14 eliminations. Vay also calling in a hunter killer drone on top of Jez's predator missile, and
look at the score, man.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a beat down.
Prospects here, not just for map number 1, but if you mentally just get booned off of this, I mean, Tribe's ready to fight. They're saying, let's go, let's make it happen. Inco finally get a kill feed worth talking about, but I mean, it's 141 to 20, and we'll see kind of what happens as we go through. But as we continue to mention, the word was play on. Decisions may be made later on, but
yeah. Hey man, I didn't play yesterday. Do we have 5 new legendary calling cards yesterday? There's 6 new legendary calling cards. The Christmas ones. What are we watching? Tribe destroying Inco.
They're lost at this moment. Not really able to regain mentally. Again, we don't have any idea as far as what may have happened or what may not have happened, but all we can commentate on is the fact that this is all Tribe. 160-23. Inco having a real tough time even finding eliminations as they started to kind
if Tribe have it too easy and then they go up versus LG and LG is sweating.
Tooled up when it comes to operators and specialists, but finally Inco gonna get some of their own, maybe a chance to start to put something together here.
Going in towards the second set of rotations here.
SKS won't work against Tribe. Maybe not the same.
To about 36. Scrap time gets soaked up here by Inco, but you look at the rotation going over back through the middle of the map. It is completely taken over by Tribe.
So we reset. Inco on the unfavored side, approaching over towards this
2021.
Tribe back and forth in the kill feed, but with the high ground, have an opportunity to slay out around
okay,
the
new
hill.
zombie calling card for Damascus. Yeah,
sure. Have a chance to allow his teammates to move on forward.
They disconnect again. I don't know, man.
From this outside
they're moving now. I don't know what happened. The guy was not looking like he was moving.
To be done here, not just on this hill, but of course in the overall state of the game. And as Tribe comes right back out of their spawn, finding clean eliminations. Lucas in for a double, nearly able to do it all himself, but Tribe superior with the numbers, get to 180.
180 counting on up. There's still a lot of time here left on P1. You also got to take a look at the spawns. Inco essentially have the better side of the map, but the way the Tribe are set up on the north side of the map, they are also setting up a nice little coordinated pinch, basically trying to funnel in Inco for that launch site itself. But when it's all said and done, you still cannot allow Tribe to soak up all this time off of P1. That will be conceded. The back 10 seconds, 200 points on the horizon here for Tribe.
5 operators though for Inco.
Hey, if it's just ping, it's the same for everyone because they're on the same place.
This would have
they're
to
at
be
the same
the most
place,
stellar operator usage we've ever seen.
Inglorious, take care.
This back. You need a full 60 here. Need to win the rotation to new, and then beyond that, we can start talking about further win conditions that would have to come out to make this comeback possible. Tribe operators again of their own, using that to try to break from the front. High ground control goes their way. Noel surprised by Bolu, and it's a full Tribe kill feed. The break is in, and Tribe can win here.
Looking pretty poised to do so, Alan. You got close spawns coming in. 5 and 3 in blue is Crozin, and soon Noel will fall. Operators being popped on Inco's side, but
at the beginning you restarted though.
Tectonic there with the claw. Up to 12 eliminations, just holding down this entire flank side, not allowing anybody to come from behind.
Win condition is still in play here for Tribe on this second P2 hardpoint. Inco looking to try to find a way to break out in and contest for as long as they can.
They need 10 points. There are 15 points remaining.
Vague letting them know about it.
Yeah, this is it.
No
this is game.
At the moment, Inco
nope.
Able to get through.
They need 4
they
points.
Still find a way to extend this one more hard point because you can still win here if you're Tribe.
Oh, they can. They got it.
Them have it. And
wow.
That will be 250 to 45.
I told you, man. Beat down.
And again,
it's gonna be quick. If they go 3-0.
We don't know. All we know is the word was play on, and Tribe sure did that.
That's right.
That sucks. They said play on.
We kept on playing on through the rotations, and
that's not cool, but
you gotta keep going on as strong as possible. And hey, Tribe, sitting there, you saw Vega just sitting there and just having a little bit of a chuckle. Just continue to play on. Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Well, you just sit inside the hard point, you generate time, you just walk around, you find free eliminations, you get the resource advantage, you win by 205.
We've seen this before. We've 100% seen this before. You know, back during the Modern Warfare 2019 year, it happened on like a Hackney Dom, where a team was in the middle of an event, and one team kept playing, the other team put their controllers down. Results stood. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things that comes with it. And it's not a new rule by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll wait to give a confirmation one way or the other for you, friends. As of course the referees
freaking dog biting my cables,
trying to communicate
man.
exactly how things have unfolded. And
today the last day to get rewards. I think so.
Take away from that, unfortunately.
Do it now.
But no, I mean we'll kind of see what goes from here. But I will say, if this result does stand, the result for Inco becomes very difficult because it's a standoff search and destroy, which is one of Tribe's most preferred search maps.
Yep.
And then who knows what happens.
Yeah,
when
I think they stopped playing when they had issues, and they said you don't stop playing, you keep playing. If we stop, we stop. But if we don't stop, you don't stop playing. If we don't tell you to stop.
As we take a look at the stats. 35 and 10 for Jazz. He was also just running around a lot.
Those were boxing gloves. Yeah,
he was vibing. Yeah. It's again.
He was
vibing. Brought up a great
point
that when this and if this stands, the mental for Inco needs to be an immediate.
You have to regain.
Yeah, exclamation point regain, please. You were able to do it. Especially against Luminosity.
Sure.
You know, they were certainly down,
Ow.
but never out after losing that standoff hard
So basically what happened
then going into the raid
when Mila bite my cable, I bought another PC, like 1500 Canadian, just to take the video card and put it inside because I needed that day. But then I ordered another card on Amazon to put it on the new PC, and I use it for my Star Wars arcade. So yeah, like it's not like it cost me because I would have bought another PC anyways, but I had to buy an extra card, so 400 maybe. It was not a crazy because it's not a gaming PC. I don't need the good video card. This guy's not happy. You can tell he's not happy right now.
You saw even the trophy on the stage. So much to play for.
He's not happy. This guy. He just gave up.
3 years straight.
Yeah, I know how. It's like I don't remember. Maybe I can check on my Amazon orders.
We talked a lot about Tectonic, rightfully so.
If it's still there.
Kind of the big central personality and star for this Tribe team, kind of alongside Bolo over the last couple of years. But how impressed have you been with Jez so far in this tournament? I mean,
was it in 2022 or 2021?
They trust him to snipe on search and destroy. They trust him to be one of
oh
the
yeah, it's a GTX 1050 Ti. It's like the cheapest because it's for the other PC. So I just took a cheap one. How much did I pay for that? 300 Canadian or something. 350. Winning price $700,000 US.
Also just making sure that they hold on to the shot when it's utmost necessary to pull the trigger. And yeah, I think the caption for that, the LOL what, is just perfect because like even when I was casting over that call, I was rightfully losing my mind because it's just how quickly it all happened.
The thing with the PC, so if you're gonna play games, you need a good graphic card. If you want good graphics, of course. But me, I don't play games. I play games on my phone and my iPad. The PC is just for streaming, so I need a good processor. I don't need a good graphic card or video card.
All with the sniper, quick scopes included.
Okay, so why I had to buy a full build? Because when it happened, I needed a card today because I was streaming the new season the day after. It was the day before a new season. So I needed a graphic card today. And when I go to there was a shortage back then. And the gaming PC stores, they didn't want to sell me a graphic card. They say we don't sell graphic cards because we don't have enough. So we only sell full build PCs. So I went back to Staples and I bought like a pre-built cheapo PC at 1500 Canadian. Yeah. So it was impossible to buy just a card. They didn't want to sell. And the ones that they had for sale on like Best Buy and stuff, they were like the super expensive ones. I didn't want to buy a crazy card. So the best deal I could have was like a pre-built, what is it? It's a ROG PC, like it's a cheap ROG gaming PC, 1500 Canadian. But I still needed. I wanted to put a PC on my Star Wars cab because it's a Steam Pinball FX3. So I needed a PC anyways, but I needed the card now. So the better card is in my PC, and the cheap card went to the cab. It's like Pinball FX3. You don't even need a great PC for that. So it was just a bad timing. It was like the night before the new season. I was just checking my email and poof. No, the thing with Mila. What happened? Yeah, it was the thing with Mila. Anyways, it just happened the night before a season. Johnny, did you get the Santa Snoop? I didn't. I don't know if I will, bro. Because I already have Snoop and I already have the RUS. So I don't know if I'll go for it. The reason I want to go for it is just to collect the calling card and to show it in a video. It's just to create content. It's not for my personal needs, you know? I didn't watch Wednesday. Everyone's talking about it. Like, it's the big trendy. Hey, you know what people say? Some people say it's awesome, but you know what other people say? They say Wednesday is the new Squid Games. It's overrated as frick, and everyone's talking about it, so everyone wants to see it. And then when you watch it, you're disappointed because it's not even that good. But then a lot of people say, oh, it's awesome. So I don't know. I didn't watch it. I guess I'll have to make my own... I'll have to watch it and decide. But right now, I'm too busy watching Rocky. It's not overrated. That's what I was thinking. Because like, you seem to like it. No, new Squid Games. Okay, Squid Games... I'll say it again. Squid Games... The first episode, you're like, oh crap, this is insane. And then everyone talks about it and everyone says, oh man, you gotta watch Squid Games, it's crazy. And then you watch the first episode and say, oh man, you're right, this is insane. And then you tell all your friends, so everyone knows about Squid Games and everyone goes to watch it. And then after episode 1, it's like episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5. And then there's like the Dice episode, and then like the whole show is horrible. It's the most overrated show I've seen in my life, and I want my time back. And I'm not gonna watch season 2. Unless you guys say, oh Johnny, dude, you were wrong. You gotta watch season 2. It's insane. And then it's gonna be the same.
Bolu for first blood inside a cubby. Vague working alongside with him. They'll both combine for the first 2 eliminations. Inco stuck behind the tank. Vague says, my time to go. Good help from Abad. And now the pistol out.
I'm sure it's not that bad, because if it was that bad, I wouldn't hear about it.
By just an aggressive setup for the defense.
Yeah. No, I mean, that setup right there, specifically for Tribe.
I want my time back.
Come to know and expect. You know, you get tractor control. You make sure.
Imagine if I spent 7 hours on a dating app instead. Maybe I have a girlfriend right now.
His next offensive attempt going to be a little bit more of a gas station alleyway control.
First blood, Vague switching things up by playing frontside hotel. Marshy just behind. That was a play through gas station. It turns into a 2-for-1 exchange, favoring the Tribe defense. The bomb also down just outside the hotel stairs. So advantage once again, kind of early, leaning towards Tribe, because they got a lot of forward defensive positions that Inco need to clear.
Timing is going to be everything here for Bolu, playing on the statue tank. Player number 5 is going to be Crozian, would be the first point of contact, but try to run back inside of Bakery. They will be dealt with. It is just so timely. Yeah. Just the pouncing off the information leaves Rafa in a 1v3.
Has an SKS as well as a Switchblade. Whichever tool is best for the job. Nate at the top, desperate in nature, not going to land for Vague, but will regain and rejoin his squad mates. 3v1 situation. Bomb still down inside a hotel. Bolu sees a shoulder. Was that
Ow.
Oh, it was.
Exactly that.
Not quite able to land.
It was fun
now
for the first hour, just like the tournament mode.
For Tribe. In fact, all 3 members are going to have a pretty good look as they try to trap Rafa inside of white.
Oh,
the guy is camping prone.
And
they call themselves pros.
And yeah, you know,
like my friend would beat
just how
them.
proactive Vegas being just in those first
They
rounds.
camping prone.
And even
and they call themselves pros.
Even I got to cast Tribe on this map mode combination, just wherever Vay can be with an SMG in hand. He's always fishing for that first blood.
Yeah, Tom, that's the problem. I'm too far for. So far from the city is not just the cell tower is a problem. There's also no chance to meet people. But it's all good. I chose this lifestyle. It's my decision. No raggarts. Exactly no raggarts. Zero raggarts. Ça vient-tu du premier skin que t'as acheté dans le code? What? The first skin I bought. Yeah, I bought the PMC in the store. Elite PMC.
Causes considerable doubt. Are you going to push this? Marshy thinking about it, just some pre-aim, but everybody recollects himself as they try to rotate over towards A.
And you need to use nades here for Inco to try to get some of these tribe members out of these.
But you're right.
Bolu inside a cubby, not tagged up by the flashes. That one will land. Help is over the top of this. Jez is here to help support. As Rafa may have caught a bit of a route. Snuck it in from behind. Has Jez in front of him.
You sneaky R2D2.
The trade is good and Tribe still holding numbers, but Luke is in. Takes Vig right off the top of the bomb site, giving his team a chance.
Bomb patty cake on that picket fence. A little reposition again will be happening after Vay goes down.
Chill up, users.
To move out from Q.
Sheesh.
Play coming through from Marshy all the way in the backside of the warehouse.
This is just two scopes that are left here for Inco.
Oh!
Flank again, like you mentioned, is on the way.
Like, that's the thing with these pros is their accuracy is on point. I would never hit that shot. Like, there's only the top of the head. You have to hit it. Since when are you playing CODM? 2019.
The question is, where is Marshy? And the answer is, he's right behind you. Lucas in stays alive. Pistol. Resets.
It's 1v1.
The clock has expired. And with that, good discipline from Tribe to secure.
Had to go for that ego challenge. This is the only hope to be able to get that win condition. You can see Marshy right there just smiling, kind of laughing a little bit, able to finally capitalize on their ever so loved alleyway flank.
The objective, the enemy.
And again, it's all really coming down to just a little bit of a mishap. You try to make that flank play happen through the middle of the map. You don't have the cover to look at Grandma's.
Yeah,
okay, Nico, but you say it's good, or it's not just curiosity, you enjoy it, right?
Different look, aggressive, in towards Marshy's direction at Delhi, and they will isolate for the pick. Tribe trying to recover, but Lucas then makes sure
SKS?
through the A site. Best look so far on the offense for Inco. Plant is down. Forward positions that Tribe have to clear. The Bola's found a bit of an angle deep. And how about that shot from Jez? Tech also in the mix. The kills are all coming the way of Tribe. Dando, an opportunity to try to isolate some of these members.
The hell, guys?
Has a chance to look over the top.
My dogs, man.
That he can play with. Bombs being defused though, and Tech will just hold for it. Dad never getting
4-0, beat down. So that's the other thing. If Tribe just destroys them in the next two maps, then you can say, okay, it doesn't matter that you disconnected at the start because you were getting destroyed anyways. It sucks, but would it make a difference? Because Tribe is just so good on hardpoint anyways.
Inco given some space this round over towards A. Tribe trying to recollect by playing a bit of a delayed retake, and it's not going to work out. First two kills once again good for Inco. Jez wanted to give it a look, but inevitably not able to find too much. Dad mid-map, Marshy trades. Some control here for Tribe again as the bomb is still played with a 4v3 in favor of Inco.
And the flexibility coming through from some of these players. Kilos in hand as well. Just the wall bangs absolutely sublime, but the push over towards A is successful. Time ticking down to 30 seconds, and Jez, Marshy actually splitting themselves off from one another.
Jez looking for an angle on the backside of this bomb site, trying to make life a little bit easier for Marshy on the reclamation through barrel. Noel in the corner. Shots ringing out. Noel has yet to move. 15 seconds, have to go. Marshy predicting the corner, but the shot's not quite going to land. Noel secures the kill, and on the flip side, Jez cannot.
We got a round, let's go.
That'll be a first round for Inco. I've still maintained 2 would be successful for them on this offensive side.
Would. Hey, 2 is all they needed against Luminosity to fully come back in the search and destroy, but you're messing with a different.
That's right, they had a crazy good game of search.
On standoff. Wonder what the adaptation is going to be. thinking that it's going to be all through the middle of the map. Look at Tribe completely giving up all the space in the world, inviting Inco in.
The difference is Fake is actually going to be playing through mid-map, so he can actually pitch behind this rather quickly. The counter nades for Tribe are landing, and they're landing hard.
Yeah.
Nades. Even
the Red Prophet from the crates, I don't have it. I don't have the OG Police. I don't have the Prophet. These daily crates had the rarest soldiers.
Sees Jazz through the cracks of the barrel. That'll work out to try to make this a little bit easier on the life count. Vague on that quick pinch. Crozen trying to walk through boxes. He did not see the Tribe members coming through, but still finds the first. The pistol in hand. Inco repositioning, but they can't go too far. The bomb's not planted for this. They have to still hold around Tractor and Cubby.
Nice.
They make their way back through. Rafa gets the first. Rafa, as he gets the second. Knife is out. He's not able to get there. The timing, though, he still collapses. He slices.
What?
And Inco get the second.
Rafa
that was nuts.
Massive on the main stage. Pop off, young man. Well done indeed. And look, if you're Tribe and you completely give up the A bomb site like that, your retakes need to be on point. It's the same post plant that we saw from that previous round. As you see
that was
there
crazy.
Again, Rafa just threw the knife and then immediately
you see that?
Pistol, be able to clean things up.
Oh, I grow. R2D2 is underrated.
In the back will secure the trade, making safe the flank. But early map control, trying to be forced for Inco, and Noel will get caught. So numbers early with Tribe, but a lot of time on the clock here for Inco to try to figure out how they want to set themselves up.
Basically giving up so much space. But you can see here with Dad thinking with the idea, maybe I push all the way through the alleyway. But Frozen, he's got the A-bomb on lock, especially with the sniper.
You gotta love to see these jumping snips, huh? It's spectacular.
That's his side of the map with a picket fence.
So Jez will move over towards that corner.
Lemon drop AK.
Seeing if you can catch any information off Crozen.
It was the rarest. It was very hard to drop. Took me forever.
Next on to Lucas and Dean.
Wait, no, I didn't drop. I got it from the bundle or something. I think I never dropped. Did I? I don't remember.
On top of that, you do have a little bit of assistance through the middle of the map. Tectonic gets a couple of shots into Crozen, who does stay alive. The trade good as Dan comes back through to capitalize on the isolation.
2v2?
2v2.
Yeah, I got it from the bundle, probably.
Crozen gonna be able to take down Vague.
2v1.
Seeing where the play is gonna be coming from, and Jez, he's not gonna have information that all the players are coming
from.
The
Iron Pig DLQ, I saw some guy in the Wolves was using it, I think.
Might be all he needs. First shot. He collapsed him! What? Oh my God!
We talked about it. Jez lives for these moments. Take a
the
look at
collapse.
You can't write a better story than that. Post-plant situation, 1v2, you said quick.
That's gonna change everything. This is the game, like it's just too big. It's just too big. Now it's 5-2 instead of 4-3. What's the snipe of the map?
That's enough for Inco to hold the numbers and back away.
Are you
hey.
Inco? Probably not. They
no.
First blood, but they're giving up
Oscar is destroying stuff. I need to get him the toys. I left the toys upstairs.
Gonna be waiting to see if anybody pushes
and he doesn't know what to do, so he's just destroying my stuff.
Blood, but statue control very much so still in play here for Vague.
Tex trying to rotate over to assist. Jez.
Allez chercher les jouets.
Keep him that side of the map, Lucas. Still trying to contest some wall banks. This is a very passive defense, though, for Inco, and it can get punished if the bomb gets down, largely because you have the long flank being washed into safe
position. Oscar is a pest. Mira is such a good dog.
Safely get back to cover by tank. And Jez could just decide, what does he want to watch? Do you want to watch mid? Do you want to watch A? He may just do both at once, considering what we've seen from him today.
Gonna start pushing up. Gonna help let this bomb go down. But you have coverage across the tractor, so now Jez can back all the way up towards statue, play for the post plant, but the retake is coming through very quickly.
Tech, well done to get two on the backside of tractor. Oh boy, oh
okay,
boy,
3v2 again. 3v1,
no,
let's go.
This time, Lucas in.
It's just unfortunate, that snipe, man.
You can hop now, Bolu, timing. Lucas in sees him over the top of the bomb site. And Inco get the 3.
They must be so frustrated, man. They still think about that first map. They have to shake it off and move on, right?
I don't even know if you would even care to have the smoke in front of his face. He probably still knows the wallbang spots.
No, Oscar is not search and destroy. It's destroy and destroy. It just destroys stuff.
So far, this time they're not going to give up that much space. Got a full flood coming over.
They're going to push through this. Yeah, they're pushing through. All these nades go over towards boxes. Noel gets forward. Tribe have given away a lot of space. They may not 100% know that this position has been kept. So for Tribe, looking largely at a play through Hotel. But look at Inco. They free up Noel to get forward and then say, he's got all of A. Let's go help out in the backside of B.
And I love this. Just very swift rotation. Didn't see any nades. Didn't see a lot of pushback over by A. Quick rotate all the way back in the overside of Delhi. Rafa, Dad, coupling along together. Thinking with the idea that they want to push through over by Alley, but you'd have to assume that's going to be over here.
Oh, Noel. Oh, that's information.
Nah, it's over. They know the position.
Lucasen trying to help on the cross. He needs to try to keep Noel from getting overwhelmed because here comes the rest of the Tribe. Knowing they possibly have a free kill.
Oh, yeah. They're going to 3v1 this poor guy.
And Tribe is taking a long time
to
break this down. They're going to use nades to try to flush out Noel, who does reposition. They may not know he's still
Oh
here.
my god. Concussion. He knows. What? 2v1.
Still a good 1-for-1 commitment. Lucasen over the top. Sniper battle with Jez. Dead on the flank, caught out by Tribe as Marshy gets both on the long play. Vague, free to plant as he tries to get it down over towards B.
Lucasen, Crozen, 2v4. And they both have snipers, Alan. This is going to be very difficult. And they're isolating themselves as well. Vague, get some shots. It's just information on a Crozen. You legitimately don't need to do anything when Jess is watching the cross.
Creating space, creating time. Vague.
Wait, what?
Just to find one more, it's Crozen. Back towards his spawn. Barely a hope. Maybe not even a prayer. 20 seconds. Tech over the top, smoke, but Vague responds with the pistol. It's map point for Tribe.
Vague adding a little bit of extra there after taking down the first. He's just cool, calm, collected.
No, Al.
Knows that it's just strictly business coming all the way through for
You're talking about Wolves yesterday. They replayed them and they beat them.
Really the only thing that Inco had up their sleeve to potentially stop that.
They didn't get destroyed though. Why you say you talking about LG, Al?
Marshy's so lucky to be alive right now. Also got the read that if there's going to be two players in Hotel, we may be able to get forward on towards A quickly. Good kills.
Did LG ever destroy
Tribe?
I don't know. Not this tournament. They never played.
It's planted for that very long line of sight that Jess is playing, but unaware. Rafa's pushed all the way up through L.
This could be a first blood that would favor Inco.
Yeah, it's over, Al. They already won. This is the loser. This is the loser final, Al. Yesterday they beat Wolves in the bottom bracket. Now, if they win this, they go back to the upper bracket for the final.
Just a swift adaptation coming through for Inco. Instead of sending players like Dad all the way on the flank past the gas station, they just recognize, hey, nobody's pushing us over by the BS and D, so why don't we just go ahead and take the courtyard, take Brown, and put one player of Rafa's caliber of what we've been able to see through the day in
check if I find the
upset that line of sight that we all know that Jez loves to play.
That's factual. Another passive look here for Tribe, trying to see if Inco will once again flirt with the temptation of trying to get an aggressive flank out. This time, no such antics. It's just nades. That battle for backs continues to be a very high-pressured point of contact as Vague will fall. Crozen for good first play.
Take down the bomb. It's on the statue. You'd have to assume, especially for Inco, that you took down Vague. That is more often than not the OBJ player. This play for pick, offense to defense, has worked out that in favor of Inco. They don't have to do anything. They're still playing for the retake. You got three players all the way on the backside of the ASD.
All right.
Still a little bit of getting locked in for this defense. Shoulders being thrown over towards back alley. Oh, Jez. Does he see?
Yeah, you see LG can beat Tribe. I don't know in the past how many times they face each other and how much they know each other. But Luminosity will have an advantage for being from the top bracket. I don't know what the advantage is. They say a map drop, but they should have an advantage. So it's pretty big. Usually they have to win twice when they come from the bottom, but apparently this time is different.
Isolation likely to come through here towards Hotel. Marshy hoping that he's not been hurt as of yet. Sees the prediction. The free fire comes out. Marshy gets the kill. Here comes Inco though, quickly over towards gas station. And as Lucasen takes down Tech, the defense needs to make a decision here. Do you play for this flank or are you trying to
GG, John Ray.
really can't do both at once. And as Jez gets the first pick, he's
3v3. Don't mess up.
I'm going down. Look at the space Ebo was playing right in that corner. When retake typically comes through for Inco, they're going to come flying from that side of the map.
That said, though, Jez is not able to back out of the bomb site, so he's going to stack with Bolu. Playing long as number 5 in Marshy, but he just has an SMG. Inco laboriously trying to make their way in. Point of contact through elbow. Tribe takes it just off the screen. Dead. Tagged up. Doesn't want to challenge. Good free fire though from Lucas in with the pistol.
Why is he not dead?
Need to get their way in. Still double stacked this Tribe. On the way out of Cubby. Not going to work out.
All right, Tribe got this. So,
and
okay.
Standoff search goes the way of Tribe.
So, Al, yesterday...
Almost what we would expect to have happen. That is now 4-0.
Yesterday, Tribe at the bottom bracket, they beat Wolves. Wolves are the ones who beat them on first round, but they rematch and Tribe won. So Tribe is here now, and now top bracket Luminosity versus Inco. Inco lost, so Tribe versus Inco. Winner goes against Luminosity for the grand final. But this is the thing now, since the grand final as Luminosity, they didn't lose.
When you really think about it, when the space is being capitalized on by Vague.
So they said they have a map drop advantage, and I don't know what it means.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that collateral.
And in the face of defeat, Rafa gets
now it's gonna be controlled.
Lucas drops 14. Biggest problem is offensively, even though they got 3 plants off in the 6 rounds they played, very rarely were they able to fully lock down the post plants. Not what you want to see. And then the opposite side, Vade gets 4 total plants off. Jez gets 1 of his own, and only 2 retakes were successful for Inco. So defensively,
yeah, it was a long day for these guys, man. I think, I don't know. You cannot say if they were exhausted or not, because apparently they always play 9 hours a day, these pros. So for them, it's just another day.
At least be able to bounce back a little bit on defense, but the one thing that was consistent was
that's what people said in the chat.
And you'll see that coming through from these highlights.
It was a good match, huh? It was close. It was not a beatdown. I thought Wolves was the only team that really gave Tribe a challenge in this week. Not just a challenge, they actually beat them. Q9 had the map against them also.
Really impresses me about how Tribe plays standoff.
But then they got right.
Read a defense after only seeing maybe 1 or 2 players and saying, all right, if they're here, that means we can go there. And they're really quick to make that call and then execute.
Hey, it was really good.
It was what was really successful for them on their way to a Western Finals victory last year.
Seabass, that would be a very small advantage.
And it's going to be a problem for, and it has
whatever, I don't know, man. That's not a crazy advantage.
The way that Tribe communicates across the map to make sure they know exactly where their advantages are.
I mean, this play from Rafa was just so sick. Absolutely absurd.
But then this happens and you go, maybe it wasn't that sick.
Yeah, I mean,
they're all using legendaries and mythic guns.
Yo, even Jez is like, wait, I got both?
Insane. Tribe really do act like the Sherlock Holmes of Search.
Except this guy. He's got the base version of the Switchblade.
Off of seeing 1 or 2 players, counting nades, stuns, seeing it all come through. It's just crazy. And again, you know, everybody's thinking the same exact thing that I'm going to say. This is
Seabass, we'll see it. It's okay. I mean,
America coming into this tournament, it is just everything when they are on the game.
Because beating them twice is pretty big.
Well-oiled machine. Yeah, not even a well-oiled machine. They are
the only one.
But like they didn't lose.
He makes fast people look not fast. They're so fast. So let's switch the perspective. Inco having to reverse sweep to get into the grand finals. It has to go by the way of a range
control. Not gonna happen, buddy.
Who
starts on defense?
I would say hard to predict Summit hardpoint based on what we've previously seen on their Summit control. Different modes, but respawn is respawn in so many words. And then a slum search and destroy. Man, it's not great news. It really isn't. And that was the biggest thing about how we framed up this series. Whatever happened in map number 1, what we thought was gonna be a 50-50 map. Circumstances happen, Tribe prevail through them. And now a chance to very cleanly continue this lower bracket run on their way to not just a top 2 finish, but possibly a rematch. And maybe, again, dictating superiority over COD Mobile globally.
One saving grace coming into this is that Inco.
The World Cup, I didn't check.
Was raid control, and well, they were able to beat Smart Omega 3-0. Tribe, on the other hand, like we were talking about when we were
I know Argentina scored, but I don't know if it's over. Someone says Argentina won. Is it over?
They also have that 1 win
2-0, yeah, it's over.
As well. So
Argentina and Messi won the World Cup.
As a map desperately needs to be called for SMG presence.
See, I was watching this
Well,
instead.
with all that said, hey, this has been an extremely tight series, and more than that, an extremely tight overall tournament across pretty much all of our regions. We've been excited to see how Latin America has showed up in a major way, not just from this Inco team, but also.
Sorry if I spoiled it, but who the hell watched
nearly as expected. But
wait, 67 minutes?
These final 3 teams have more than their chance to be here and a shot at, again, the lion's share of that 1.7.
It says final on my Google.
And more clarification on map
it's a final game, but it's not over. Okay. The game's not over. I thought it was over.
Lag at the outset of a game and stop playing without the admin's discretion. Admin had directed players to keep playing so that the lag could be diagnosed. The admin needed to verify whether the lag was intermittent or consistent. When both teams continued to play, the admins observed that both teams were on a consistent network environment without consistent lag.
Damn, Oscar, man.
Results have stood for that 250 to 45. We've seen this happen before, and that's the thing is,
I need to go grab the toys, man.
It's going to be possibly a case. I mean, it's not something that these players are completely unfamiliar with. Tribe make the gut check call saying, hey, we're going to keep playing on. And unfortunately for Inco, the result does not go their way, and now a massive advantage for Tribe as we continue to kind of reevaluate over the overall series.
Well, I mean, we even talked about it while map 1 was happening. Look, this is COD Mobile rule set in a nutshell. You keep going until somebody says stop.
Yeah.
And until somebody says stop, I mean, Tribe were already about like 114 up, and again, you know, that's just what we do here in COD Mobile Esports. You just have to continue to play on until the admins are able to come to that diagnosis. So, find ourselves here, 2-0 lead for Tribe off of that takeoff hardpoint and in a blistering standoff search and destroy. It's almost what we came to expect to a certain degree.
It needs to choose something to
reverse sweep.
I need to go buy rubber
especially
toys.
Coming into a raid. Again, I gotta echo the point. Your SMGs need to be on fire.
And the other part about this is we consider the biggest strength towards Inco, and it's Lucas in with an SKS.
Yeah.
How do you get him into the best positions possible on both sides of the control points, whether it's defensively or offensively, to make sure his subs have an easier quality of life getting into those tight spaces where they're the most effective? So you expect to see things like long-range play from cash window, long-range play from laundry window, or the opposite side in towards art or towards top bedroom, maybe even try to win mid-map. Those are all very key positions that you hope that Lucas can keep doing what he does best, and his subs can follow up, take away that space, and hopefully find advantages further deep.
It's just how consistently they need to be in those specific positions. Because
James, what?
Lucas in, albeit again, you know, I'm not going to knock on the guy. He's
nasty.
Heckin' nasty, yeah. So
the house.
You gotta be looking at him to be able to.
Hey, I'm gonna show you what I bought.
That selfless role, the tectonic role, right? To where he's always putting himself in those longer lines of sight to make sure that the SMGs at least have the lay of the land, rather than what Lucasen can get away with and has continuously through a lot of different matches this weekend. Was getting in your face of the SKS. As comfortable as that may be,
it's a skateboard wall mount.
To showcase what your role actually entails for a map like
100%. It can't be one-dimensional. No. Even though you're great at it.
So
this is a game that we've talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
Is this one piece like that?
Win type game.
Okay.
Everyone's dynamic. Everyone's flexible.
And 2 boats.
And the overall level of competitive COD Mobile has escalated significantly.
So you put it on the wall, 1 screw on the wall, 2 bolts coming outside, and you put the skateboard.
Need the reverse sweep to get back into the grand finals for a chance at $700,000. Otherwise, Tribe will make it an all-North American affair. In which Bobby, I'm sure, was already
rubber toys ain't as much fun as HDMI. You think so?
Here we go. Raid control.
Oh, yeah. Probably got at least 5 tweets ready for that. But here we go. Offense first. He's coming through for Inco.
Oh man, Killer Instinct is so cool, Sebastian. They just released a new Pro series for Killer Instinct. They just started to ship yesterday. So basically it's Arcade 1-Up, but it's a bigger version with more quality, and it's Killer Instinct, and it's got online. But Fightcade is like online all the fight games, right? I was that Control, and Tribe is blue. So Tribe starts on defense.
To be coming all the way through. A lot of focus inside a kitchen. It's just one of Rafa who turns. He's going to be able to find one. Almost had Marshy locked down, but was dead to rights either way. But taking a look at the B zone, it's completely chalked by Tribe. Whether you love it or hate it, it's the right call. You give up the 3 seconds.
No, it's just.
No, I think that's the right call on both sides. Rafa just a nuisance in the back, pulling Tribe defenders back at the same rate for Tribe. You just don't want him to exist in kitchen when you have to rotate over towards A. So it's kind of a give and take situation for both squads. 21 playing 20, tons of time on the clock. Just comes down to how do you want to try to get across and find an exit from this B zone if you're Inco. They're opting to go towards mid. Fake, here to meet them. Long range shots, decent. Did not expect to play through pillars though, and Inco will gain that mid location in the gardens.
Tech still hasn't moved, by the way.
Yeah, true. He's just hanging out.
Bottom bed.
Yeah.
Mid-map push actually starting to ensue. Crozen's all the way in the backside looking at jungle as well. There's a lot of work to do for Noel inside a kitchen. Is able to find one.
You gotta think, I mean, look, Tech is fine. If anyone gets onto the A zone, he's gonna have a really
So yeah, that's the Call of Duty skateboard. I want to put it on the wall here or here. So that's why I bought this wall mount. It's just it's pretty simple.
Once again, just saying, all right.
It's like deco.
Tribe's response is solid though. And with that, we go 13.
My dog's funny. He's mad right now.
To play through pool, and it's only 43 seconds of the clock, and all of a sudden, Inco, they have their own little bit of an obstacle to try.
No, my iPad never overheats. But I don't play on max graphics. I play on medium graphics, high FPS.
Regardless, everything stabilizes, but it's favoring Inco. You had 2 lives as far as an advantage.
If I put it here,
but you got to get onto the A zone.
Yeah, this defensive setup for Tribe is forcing Inco to have to all hit through.
Would make sense.
They are on though. Clock will stop.
I did skateboard when like years ago. I skated for 9 years. I was actually pretty good. I was a street skater.
8v5. Second tick of progress on the way. Flank play from Ving, shut down. Lucas in, turns.
Wait, what's going on right now?
For the double. Now towards basketball. Last hope for Tribe would have to come through.
20 seconds and 2 kills.
Could be win condition. Could just jump on the zone as well. Whichever's more convenient for you. Marshy trying to clean up the flank. Boxing gloves out.
Wow!
Punch combo, but Marshy's down to limited amounts of time and cannot get back to contest. Inco on the board first.
But I wouldn't, if I was still skateboarding, I would not use this Call of Duty skateboard. It's more a decoration. It's probably maybe not a good board. It's just for to decorate.
But finding the right picks, being able to get inside.
But I never broke a foot on skateboard, but I twist my ankle every year multiple times. It's just, it happens all the time. And then once you do it once, it's more fragile after, and it twists easy.
Backside, SKS. First tick locked in, second on the way very rapidly as the stack is largely here.
No, probably CODM doesn't know. They just send it to everyone. They send it to Jokesta, Parker, Ferg, Jake. Everyone's got one, like the YouTubers who are broadcasting this.
Double for him, but the knife comes through. More boxing match happening over the course of the poolside stairs. Trying to find a way to regain.
BMX also. I had friends who were doing BMX. It was pretty epic. Like, these tricks were really impressive. Like the fire hydrant and stuff like that.
13 eliminations to their name. The only real players that are even closer, people that are on 8.
Yeah.
That gets traded out though. This is a lot of space being provided through the middle of the map. Yes, you lost the A zone, but the lives are.
No, but they were both popular. When I was skateboarding, I had a few friends who were BMXing, but they were doing street tricks, like technical. Non, Pierre-Luc, je vais pas l'utiliser. Je vais juste le mettre sur le mur pour décorer. Yeah, skateboard is tough on the foot and the knees. A lot of injuries.
The hard way. Names over the top. Inco a little bit stuck as Tribe is going to pull 2 operators trying to secure this B zone.
One last purifier here. It's going to be in the hands of Vang.
Hey Randy, you laughing, but I was watching fingerboards videos this week. I don't know why that was on my recommended. Some guy, he recreates skate parks for fingerboards. And he did the whole map from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, I think. The hangar. He recreated the whole map. He's got a huge skateboard and he plays with the fingers. I never used Vans for skateboarding. Because I think you would just go through them pretty quick. If you're actually doing street and you do a lot of tricks, you're gonna destroy your shoes fast.
Also, it has a Pred missile should they want to use it. 2 more operators to speak of, but it might not matter because Noel's pushing all the way up past the hot tub and is able to keep them further at bay. Sub 1 minute now.
86. Noel could just be a pass back here. Rafa's also revealed his position.
That's another close round, bros.
A little bit of chip damage. Noel still an absolute
very close, in fact.
Gets this life count down to within 1, and look at all the SKSs controlling statue. Inco are going to be shredding with just a couple of team shots to happen. Long route though from Jez to the backside. This 1v1.
Oh, he's gonna flank them, bro.
Could maybe determine the round overall.
Oh, I revealed this position.
Finding a little bit of success from the front. Jez could still
watch out. Oh man, that was a good spot.
Eliminates the threat. 4v4. 12 seconds. Tribe have to flood. Smoke comes through. They're going to use that to make their way on past the SKSs. Lucas in a little bit deeper than Dad. First kill comes out. Tech with 3v3. Clock stops at 5. Lucas in the corner. Misses. Tribe still a chance. 1v2.
1v1.
First. Avoids Crozen.
SKS.
Can he get the regen? Crozen goes to the collie sticks. Regen's in.
He regened.
Marshy. 1v1.
Oh my god. 1 kill.
Still probably thought he was either weak, thought he could cut down the space. Marshy kind of having a little smile over.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, Al. I never tried, but I don't know. They're pretty good.
Remain contested. There it is from his POV. Marshy.
Do you guys remember Shoe Glue?
Didn't even need the reload here with the CBR. Gets the information as well. Just snaps as well.
Yeah, the old arrow.
Away, young man. Marshy shows
purple and orange or something.
1v3.
Yeah, what a freaking game, dude.
Round number 3 with the first blood. Inco rapidly making progress on towards B. Second tick lock. Bolu wants a challenge. Takes down the first. Predicts the second. No, turned away. And Inco will get a very early capture on this B zone.
That's crazy, mad.
There goes. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Casual stuff.
Imagine that 1v1, bro.
But playing for these exits are massive. Look at also how you have
France scored.
For Tribe all the way up towards driveway. And if you're Inco,
how much time left?
Gives you a little consideration. You got to be careful with where you go.
Trades back and forth. Down to even lives. Bolu trying to contest bottom side bedroom. Denied. Inco still a couple of streaks. 100 kilodrome can be spent for Dad. Operators even across the board at the moment. But some mid-map focus starting to come through for Inco. Tribe would have to respond.
What does across the board means? Because I'm French, I don't know these expressions. I hear that a lot. Obviously, across the board and nasty. They say that every time. What does it mean?
From Bolo on the backside of this, but he reveals his position. Now he's got to essentially just help from the cut. Not going to work out. Inco looking good to immediately storm on
Suota from LAN event stage.
And the clock will stall as they start to get on towards the A zone.
Rafa with the purifier only.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Vans are cool for not skateboarding. Yeah, I think they're more for the style because if you do skateboard with it, maybe if you do ramp, but.
Pressure to try to retake it with them.
Tribe regain. First tick of progress does get secured. Win condition could be met just by trying to play this like a
by the way, I have a pair.
Delaying, trying to find a way to finesse on Bolu, but ultimately unsuccessful. Vague, stun, doesn't make a difference. Still finds one. That's going to create some extra time for the defense to drain from this clock.
10 versus 14. Under 1 minute. Winning conditions quite literally all over the place, and the way that Tribe have to continue to play out through the rest of this defense is on their side of the map. You can't really try to overextend because there's going to be so many
collecting dust right now because it's freaking snow here.
Now flooding forward, Tech focused up towards money window, but the kills come out of Bolu. That will clear out the majority of Kitchen, and now you can start to zone forward. 6v10, 40 seconds on the clock. Life advantage to Inco. Clock advantage to Tribe. Jets sidesteps around, finds Crozen for free. Life lead now down to 3. Pred missile used.
We got the same swag.
Through the money window. Train's looking good for Inco. Marshy, could he do it again? Marshy for the double. Predicts the third, but the SKS ultimately wins the battle.
7-2 the kills now. 6-2, 5-2, 5-1, 4-1.
clears the zone. Long range shots, lots of tags. Can't finish the kill. Second follow-up.
3-1.
Now a 1v3. Second tick is locked. Tech has to go. Has an operator if he wants to use it. But is instead going to clear up basketball. Has to touch. Has to get
He's gonna cap. He's gonna cap.
On, still contesting. Tech gets the eliminations, but
they
cannot stop the clock or the contest. And Inco take the round.
Well, they cap.
Isn't it? I mean, you just don't want to fly out from the wheelbarrow cutout.
France just died. Dude, what's going on?
A little bit more of a head scratcher is
how long? Oh my God, you're gonna go overtime.
You're still gonna lose it, but you had information on that second player of your tech.
They're gonna go extra time, right?
Shouldn't have just tried to slide
83 minutes.
Elimination and trying to find the second, regardless.
Oh my God!
All offense so far. Tribe now looking to do the same to extend it to a round 5.
Once again, Inco try to control over towards B. It's Tribe focus early over towards the A zone, but with Kitchen controlled by Inco, they will have a chance.
He shot the grenade.
First tick in.
Taking A.
Second tick rapidly on the way.
Did he just shoot the grenade?
Purifier trying to control money window.
Who does that?
To be a concession out of Inco. I don't know how you get through this and not cost yourself a ton of lives. They are going to give it a kind of one half go here. As Lucas and Rafa able to find a couple eliminations, but ultimately the third tick was pretty inevitable. And now Tech has got a clock. He's trying to put some pain in towards the spots. Yeah, the zone gets captured, and now all of a sudden Inco are just kind of stuck just outside of Kitchen. Tribe could get on and start making significant progress on B. That's exactly what Tech's gonna do.
Tech will find 3 with that claw. I really don't like what I just saw from Inco trying to at least get that third segment back in their possession, because as you were saying,
it was a drone.
Off the respawns, and you
yeah,
already have that first segment. Second, surely on the way. 2 minutes on the board.
Play through pillars though. Inco trying to force a regain. Working out well.
Is there no weapons taker?
Trying to get something done with the claw.
Misunderstood. I think there was.
Behind him. Also turned away. Crows
was it not for the letters? We had 5 gifts from collecting letters.
Still have a Predator missile in the back pocket for Lucas and Noel. Dad, they got some operators. It's really just like one big standout player so far.
Why you didn't Kim? Because I'm in Canada and I got a baby dog.
So much time still left to be able to find either 15 eliminations for these segments.
Map control starting to trend in favor of Tribe as well. Especially if they can find Crozen, but no, not the case. Crozen on the backside, almost finding a double. Trade in from Noel, plus more.
Oh my God.
You take a look to see what's still left. You kind of pointed at it. Lucasen is absolutely frying this map. And Noel says, let's try to put this one away here, but only gets the first with the Purifier. That's an expensive use.
Noel, Purifier in hand.
Frog out.
Dad also going towards the streaks as well. Trying to keep them at bay. We have already shaved off about a minute worth of this clock.
Frame avatar, card, charm, spray. Okay, so no sticker then.
Inco are the most annoying. On ring with 3 SKSs.
Yeah, there's no more
Sneaker bros.
streaks to possibly peel them off of these godlike headies. Bolo clearing space and Tribe. They're looking to kind of maybe put a little bit of pain towards the spawns. Make the life count a little bit more dwindled. Now the hit comes through mid. Dad up top, able to find one. Lucas in slide.
Okay, 7-4. 3.
7v3 situation. Looking good for Tribe at the moment. Crozen trying to force this one forward.
I've got
this. Put it away here. Noel working with him. The double comes
yeah,
out.
1v5, 1v5.
A 1v5 would be necessary from Dad. First in the corner by the tree. Not gonna come through.
All right, final map.
Take us to round 5.
And Tribe goes on defense, right?
COD Mobile control is wild.
COD Mobile is wild.
It's just all offenses. It's raid, so it is. I wouldn't say easier out of the majority of the maps, but you can absolutely capitalize a whole lot.
Sister lives in Vancouver.
In of the map.
Hey, Canada is very big.
Kind of panned out for us though on defense. It will end up being Tribe Gaming.
Oh, yeah, I don't collect sneakers. I just have a few.
First, they want ring. They want B zone.
Oh, they've gained it. 3-member stack. First tick of progress should be good.
The dogs, man.
Support nades to the backside as Tribe look like they're largely going to concede. Maybe in the entirety of the point, they're playing for pillars control, but as they lose laundry, there may not be any kind of approach towards this. And yeah, I think with that elimination, Tribe will kind of.
I'm in Montreal. I'm on the East Coast. It's very far from Vancouver. It's the other end. Like 6 hours flight. It's very far.
Marshy, because of course it is. The guy exists on the flank, I swear, but. Only able to find at least one big spawn battle coming all the way through versus Marshy. Lucasen will take them down. Battle on the backside
very
of the jungle,
close game, 25-25.
Now we're knotted up 25 apiece.
Lucasen is able to work a little bit further forward. Did not expect that Vague was actually just behind him. So zone of control again, trends with the defense. Dad denied through laundry. Tribe taking even further amounts of ground.
No dad in laundry.
But as Bolu drops,
denied.
Bedroom's now repossessed. Inco using this as their setup point. Minute 30 on the clock. Tribe have 3 operators if they choose to use them. Long range battle.
Dad no doing laundry.
You see why? Bolu with the claw. Thinking that there's still going to be a hit over through kitchen. He would be wrong in this prediction. Still plenty of time to get this thing to use. He may just try to hit this from the flank. He's got great timing.
Oh my god, the flank. Yeah, you missed one. This one in your back. Oh my god.
In favor of the SMG. Trades come through, but once again the defense
You didn't see the other guy.
Jez also previously to this current respawn had an SKS and lost a crucial 1v1 over here by Laundry. Rafa trying to pick up off that space that was being provided after Dad took down Jez, but won't be able to come up with much of anything. Middle of the map control very much so still here. Bolu will pick up Laundry, making sure that nobody's full flanking. But the way that it's set up on the pinch, got one player in Tiki underneath the bed.
What are you talking about, Nino?
Marshi is shut down. Trades back and forth. Vague forced out of his position as he's trying to value his life through bedroom. Back and forth we go, but it's Tribe.
17-12, the kills. Tribe's got the edge. They can win this.
Start to get pressed for Inco. Last chance saloon. Trying to avoid the 3-0. Trying to find a way.
There's a kill again, another one. Another one. They're gonna get this. It's over, I feel. 6-17. 5.
It's looking likely.
The drone.
18 seconds on the clock, and Tribe will have a chance to match up against LG for the first time in an all North American Grand Finals, as Inco will not be able to get there, not be able to do
North America OP.
Time. Send them on in. Boxing gloves out once more. Tribe punch their ticket to the Grand Finals.
All right,
all North
guys.
America Finals, here we come.
That's gonna be the grand final. Luminosity versus Tribe. And what they said is Luminosity will have a small advantage called the map drop, which this is so sad, man. I don't like to see that. But you can talk about the first map all you want, but you didn't win map 2 and 3. But how much did it? Also, how about Vague shaking hands after shooting the bodies? Like, is it just that dude's a cool guy? It's like you played great, man. It's not your fault. It sucks to lose.
Tons of love being shared for Lucas. I imagine most of the words are, brother, you're disgusting.
Because he is.
Yeah.
Vague is toxic in the game, but he's a cool guy in real life. He's a funny guy. He's friendly. When they shoot bodies in the game, it's just to be in your head. It's a game you want to win. But when the game's over, they're good. He's a really, really chill guy. I met him twice. And he's not an asshole. He's not a douche. Okay, when they shoot the bodies in the game, it's just a competitive game.
The body shots, that's just COD esports. The one thing you really have to tip to Tribe.
It's just part of the game, I guess. It's a domination move, you know. Yeah, Lucas is competitive.
Their esportsmanship is honestly.
Anyways, yeah, put pressure and just add frustration. Because when you're frustrated, you don't play the same. So if you start making mistakes and be more aggressive than you should because you're frustrated, you give the edge to your opponent. So everything you can do to gain momentum and a little edge, you do it. It's part of like. But after that, they shake hands. They're good. Like, it's just they want to win. I'm gonna end my stream, and if you guys want to watch the finals on the COD Mobile eSport channel, the link is in the description. Gonna go feed the dogs. I'm gonna go watch the finals upstairs. So that's it from my part. No stream until Thursday night for me. Tomorrow, my sister's coming, spend the day. I'll make videos, but I'm not gonna stream until Thursday night. Okay. So yeah, enjoy the finals. I can't wait.
Inco, commiserations. You gotta feel proud because even us as commentators and analysts, we sat there asking the question again, much like how we were on Western Finals, that
They got 3rd place. It's a big achievement.
And Inco put that entire region on the map. I mean, you gotta be
Brazil. Nobody expected that. Brazil top 3. People were talking about China and Garena, but Brazil was the top team from outside North America.
It's Tribe. It's an NA Grand Finals. Desk, your thoughts?
Thank you very much, Jeff Tim.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, I'm gonna end my stream. And like I said, you can watch the rest, the final. The link is in the description for the COD Mobile Esports YouTube channel. So I hope we're gonna have a good game, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Ciao.